But yeah, what I wanted to say is I think it's always best to like go off results as much as you can.
Okay.
Like we're not necessarily meant to give our opinion who's going to perform best, like give a fair seeding.
Okay.
I see the
I guess it's a
vision.
mix of both. I don't know.
Yes. My question is, do you value, let's say someone has very good results, like tournament wins, but they are very old. Do you value that more than someone who had like second place, semi-final, quarter-final, but something very recent?
It depends on the tour, honestly. Like,
Yeah, I think one
an example that
tour
I have in
is.
mind is Unknown Dragon, who just won seasonal, and Marcos, who's been like the gold for,
I'm
I don't
I'm
know, 5 years ago.
I'm gonna give
Obviously, Unknown
a
Dragon is not going to be higher as Marcos, but I see
I'm,
what you mean.
I'm gonna give an example. Uh, do you value Spies or Soulwin RBY Cup wins more than, let's say, Ultibastion second place in the recent ladder tournament?
I would say I do rate ultis more, because Spy's cup win is like 4 years old.
Soulwin
But
is
I
even
do
older,
rate
I think.
Spy's high as a player, so.
It's hard. It's hard. I think there's argument for both. I'm personally more about putting more values on recent results, but I can hear both sides of the argument.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like we all agree. Like, I think I also would value the recent ladder tour thing a little bit more, just because RBY actually has changed a lot since a few years ago. But yeah, I mean, you for sure, like, you can't just do it in a vacuum with only results. You always need to get into the details, kind of.
Because when you go down to bucket 2, bucket 3, you're gonna have player with either very old tournament wins or people that got like second place, third place, fourth place, semi-final, that kind of result, but in recent stuff. But I feel like it's getting harder and harder to win tournament these days. Like,
Yeah, it's super hard,
but
honestly, because RNG is always a factor. I mean, look at RBY Cup, it's single elimination.
yeah,
And like honestly, I'm not sure how far I'm gonna get there. Because RNG can just, fuck you up one game and that's it. And people are just using good teams now. Not all of them, but like people are using the same kind of stuff that's up to date.
there's also like there's the random game, the randomness of game, sure, but there's the randomness of the pairing. I was looking at round 1 of RBY Cup and I was like, there's like 80, 90% of by round 1. And what if you're the guy that gets not an impossible pairing, but a very difficult pairing from round 1, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I was also thinking that because like Chuba did a late sign up. Imagine nobody's facing anyone, and then there's like you gotta face Chuba round 1. Have fun.
Yeah. And everything can happen, but
Yeah, you never know. I mean, what I did like about Ladder Tour is that there's obviously the ladder phase, so qualifying sort of, you gotta be playing a lot, so you're also gonna be seeing a lot, and then you kind of just go from there, and it's only like 16. So it's not that many rounds, but every round is intense. But like seasonal, that goes on forever, and especially GC, I think, is a really good format. I
it's
think
really good
GC is probably
format.
the most competitive one.
I think it's still Invitational, but GC is very close still. It's very
I
close
do
to.
think my problem with Invitational is that if you're just staying in the winners bracket, you're pretty likely to win. But let's say you've got a difficult opponent, RNG is not on your side, and you're starting at loser bracket, let's say around 4. And then you gotta keep fighting. You still gotta win, the entire losers bracket and twice versus the winner of the winners bracket. And that's just super hard, man. And that's what I think makes it less competitive, just because of like one unfortunate game, somebody's got an advantage.
It's gonna shape your whole tournament, yeah. But at the same time, you can make the opposite argument that you have too many jokers in the GC format. Don't get me wrong. I think GC and Invit, even the current Invit format, are the better one. They are flaws, but they are the better one. I think Ladder Tour and Circuits are good format, but only because the first phase, either it be the ladder qualification or the you did good over the entire year, is a very good indicator of consistency. But at the end of the day, winning the whole thing is like winning 4 or 5 sets. It's not that much, so I cannot put them on the same level as Invitational or GC.
Yeah, I mean, that's for sure. Like, if you win Invitational, that's huge. You cannot compare it with a seasonal win or with a ladder tour win. That's for sure.
It's not even the same thing. But
yeah.
I think the first part of both ladder tour and circuit is very good because you're not gonna end up in the tournament without consistency and actually going on the field. You know, it's not about you get invited, you.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta start from like scratch and just make sure you qualify.
Yeah.
Or get to a later round.
It's also kind of sick to base the seeding for Invitational a lot on the previous Invitational.
Yeah, it's not what I usually like because, it makes sense to automatically invite the past SPL players, but does it really make sense to invite the top 16, which is like half of the Invitational players, just based on the past Invitational? That's putting too much stress on it, in my honest opinion.
Not our job, though, just seeding.
I mean, it's not our job, but probably Invitational is going to change next year. The format is going to change, so I guess we either don't have the issue anymore, or we can just, I don't know, at least suggest stuff, because I don't know who's going to take care of it next year and what it's going to look like.
Only time will tell. I think for now it's just best to focus on this edition of Invitational, and once it's over, we can start putting on. But
do you guys rate last Invitationals places? Like, obviously you can rate like top 4 maybe, but anything beyond that, do you really consider that?
I mean, sure. Top 6 is you need to win a lot of matches against.
Yeah, I mean top 6 for sure, but anything beyond.
And it's also
that?
There's a lot of players that don't really play outside of Invitational, and if they do well in the last Invitational or even the one before that, it's like, why wouldn't you expect them to do well again in the setting? The setting hasn't
that's
changed.
a fair argument.
I think
I put in some spreadsheets.
Yeah.
What's the best?
Oh, Circuit 2026 is already up.
Yeah, not a lot in there, but
I think I like the idea of seeding the next Invitational based on the result of the previous one. It has issue, especially when you reach the future bucket 4, because these guys deserve the spots more than newcomer and stuff. But it gives continuity, and I think this is a great thing. Because you could have
great. You don't want to rely on people like us handpicking seeding. Honestly, it's
more flowed.
It's better to have some kind of objective way.
And you could have this guy that only plays Invit, right? But I think Marco is a good example of this. I don't think he plays anything except Invitational and World Cup.
Yeah.
Do you always make Marco have to go through playing or whatever makes you play Invitational starting from bucket 4, maybe bucket 3, just because he only plays that? I don't think that's super fair. Because
But I mean, if
You
that's
don't
our...
unlearn RBY. You cannot be up on things in the meta game and whatnot, prep, yada yada, but you don't unlearn RBY. That's my
I mean,
point.
if that's what we think, then yeah, like I said, like maybe we should place an emphasis on how well people did in the last Invitational and maybe even Invitationals before that.
Yeah. I think you can start from last Invitational, and then when you need to make difference between, oh, they did similarly well or they have quote-unquote excuses. I think Septros has a big excuses for last... I think last Invitational was his worst all time just because he lost on activity because he wasn't available. So
But he did lose round 1 to Ulti
you have case like
in a
this.
best of 5.
He lost to...
Not Ulti, sorry, B. It was B.
It's funny because when I was thinking about this, I thought about this triangle of how Septros does well against Serpi, but B does well against Septros, and I think Serpi has the number over B. Stuff like this. So it's pretty tough.
How did Septros lose the activity, by the way? I wasn't around last year.
He wasn't available. He was out of town. I think he was traveling or something, maybe busy with work, and he couldn't match. I think it was Soul Wind's availability.
Yeah, Soul Wind, I think.
And yeah, he got that closed.
Wow, that's kind of lame for an invitational. Especially, I think it
Yeah,
was like...
I mean, at some point you have to... I mean, it sucks for him,
Yeah,
sure.
I know.
But yeah. I wouldn't wait too much his last year results on this year's seeding. For me, Septros is like second seed, third seed, depending on...
I mean, Septros...
Depending on how you look at it.
Bucket 1 for sure.
It's bucket 1 for sure, but is it second seed, third seed? I don't know. I think it's between the two.
It's vibes, honestly, man. I mean, he's definitely not top 3. Like, honestly, my top 3 is Serpi, then UCAS, and number 3 is probably Chuga. Like, there's nothing that changes my mind about that.
If you look at the big things, mainly SPL, Invitational, I think Septros does better than me. I also think...
Nope, he does not, because you got further in Invitational than him. You didn't play RBYPL, and he, quote-unquote, only finished 6-5 in the last SPL.
I guess playoff hinders it, but...
Also, I feel like
Septros have the ability to be top player despite what he gets. I feel like he made so many comebacks from freeze and stuff like this that... But on the other hand, it's true, it doesn't have Shuva's consistency or dominance against quote-unquote lesser player. So I think I would rank him 3. But it's very close. It's very close.
You would rank him 3. I mean, if we're going off of results, that's fair. I mean, my personal opinion...
Result, playstyles...
But my gut feeling is telling me he's not going to go far this year. That's my gut feeling. I'm not going to include it in the ranking, but I'm just going to tell you, like, my gut feeling is telling me I don't think he's going to go that far. Simply because he's not active right now. And not sure if he can be, because he's super busy.
I guess that's the point, but at the same time, he always put the effort for Invit. He always does. I think...
Yeah, except for last Invit, he always the super wall. That's fair.
Yeah, and last year's things went out of his hands. You said he faced B?
B round 1.
Was B bucket 4 last year? That's crazy.
Yep. I mean, he wasn't known at the time. And he didn't have the results.
Yeah, I guess when SPL can show you a lot of things. That's fair.
I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, he didn't do too hot ever since SPL passed. B was out round 1 in PC, and he also didn't do that well in World Cup.
Yeah, the thing is, Septros, outside of SPL and Invit, he has some mixed results. He doesn't. I don't know if it doesn't put the same effort, but maybe he doesn't have the same drive to perform. I don't really. I mean, he probably could explain it better than I do.
I mean, it's kind of easy. Like, look at his usage when he plays for Invitational or for SPL, and look at his usage when he plays stuff like RBY PL. He's a lot more creative, you could say.
I mean, you have to try stuff at some point if you wanna develop your game. So I mean,
it's true, but he doesn't do that in SPL, and look how his playoffs went. In my opinion, his own fault. He just couldn't stop using the same shit.
I guess it's true. It's true that it's another argument going against him. He has a very defined comfort zone, and that comfort zone is probably not the better strategy around. Mostly because he's using a lot of ball beam chancy, and I think double sleep. I think the more sleep you have, the better. But yeah.
I think the comfort zone is kind of okay.
Really good.
So do we start ranking or not? Because it's been 20 minutes.
We could, we don't really know if anyone's gonna.
I think we have to start. No. We have to start ranking. I think C-Town, something happened to C-Town, and we just have to start ranking.
Yeah, I think let's just start. Like we'll have a video
people can watch the VOD if they really care. Let's just go ahead. Yeah. Anyways, bucket 1, first seed, Serpi. Do you guys have any objection about this? I don't think anyone has. Second, Shuva, Septros, anyone else?
I'm gonna do that one for you.
Nah.
You reached invitational finals multiple times. You qualified for Classic playoffs last year and also got to like quarterfinals or semifinals of Cup.
Classic doesn't have anything to do with RBY in my opinion.
I mean RBY Cup. And you got really pretty far there.
I guess.
So that's one.
I don't mind. Serpi, be the decisive factor. What do you think? Shuva or me? I think it's Shuva. Still.
I think it's you.
I mean, putting Shuva here is like personal opinion because he didn't really play.
He doesn't need to play a lot of tournament to be at this level. He played way too much ladder.
Yeah. I mean, seeding wise. I mean, in general, like the people to put in bucket 1 seems kinda easy. At least the next few.
Yeah.
The ordering of them seems very hard.
Yeah.
I think we can put the name and then order because we're gonna move stuff around anyway.
Yeah, I mean you can put Shuva there.
Yeah, I think you and Shuva are also in a bit of a similar boat because
Septros should be bucket 1.
Yeah, Septros, B are both bucket 1 for sure, in my opinion, based on SPL alone.
Yeah.
I think B was still pretty okay in the World Cup, despite US Northeast not making it to the second phase.
He went 2-2, but he also got an act win from the games he played, or was it 3-3? He finished neutral, but like got an act win.
Did anyone perform really well in World Cup? That was also in SPL. I wasn't in SPL.
I didn't catch that.
World Cup.
I think you had. I think Narwhal was like. I remember it was 2-1 in pool in group, but I don't remember.
He lost in playoffs to one of the Germans.
He was 3-0 in pools though, actually.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to look up World Cup stats because all the stuff isn't updated, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I I mean, the Canadians did well again, right? Girls and Ghosts.
I think he did. Yeah. I think he did.
I mean,
And
anyway, like we can also just put Marco next.
in bucket 1,
Yeah, I would say so.
I'm pretty sure Clark has something to say about this.
I mean, it depends also on like current form and how someone is in touch with the current meta. I mean, generally he probably is that good, but is he really in touch with it? I'm not sure. For me, either low bucket 1 or high bucket 2.
So how much how much you think being up to things is important in current RBY? Probably more important than ever, but
he did not look that great in World Cup, to be fair. Like, I think I do value winning the Invitational 2 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm just looking at the names, looking for potential bucket 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw a name in there. Laroxai? Maybe?
Laroxai's been good
5-4,
lately.
right?
He went 6-5 in SP. 5-4?
He had it 5-4, yeah, I'm very sure. Or, they reached playoffs, right? Well, I don't know how
he did.
Playoffs.
Wait. Yeah, he did reach playoffs and played versus Septros, if I'm not mistaken.
So he won.
He won, yeah.
And then he lost to... No, then he didn't play. His team lost.
No, then his team lost in tiebreak.
So he's like 6-5? 6-4?
I mean, that sounds like...
So?
That's better than average.
Good one, yeah.
The thing is, regardless of result, do we think there's 8 people better than Laroxile that are in bucket 1 yet? I don't think so.
I won with Septros in semifinals. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
And he has the consistency to beat 70% of the player base without doing much. Because
it's gotta be bucket 1.
Just by virtue of using strong team, very safe strategies. The less he does, the more he wins.
He's been putting up good results lately, so... I mean, it's a fair argument, for sure. He's also still in Globes, by the way.
2 more. Let's see who are the contenders. I think... Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the contenders, I think, would be like... Amaranth, GSG, probably. Like Spice.
Narwhal, maybe? Just because SPL. And he's been around for a while.
Narwhal win 3-6 in SPL, by the way. Same for GSG. Just saying.
Yeah, I hear the argument, but...
They both did well in World Cup, but yeah, I mean... Definitely possible to object.
I think you have Amaranth...
bucket 1.
I think you have Amaranth, Marco, GSG, Narwhal, I guess Clark too. Who else? River seems on that tier right now, but how much you weight that, I don't know. Yeah. And I think that's pretty much it for the...
What do you think about Peace and A? That's like a name I also have in mind. He did win Cup last year.
I think he also looked very good this World Cup, in my opinion. I think he adapted well to the current meta.
If he were ranking mentalities, bucket 1 for sure. You have the spirit of a champion, but he doesn't have enough time to be like we talked about, following metagame, following player, making scouts. He doesn't do any of that. We just build teams he like, set up the line for the 5 turns, and then he's on his own. Is it enough for a bucket 1? I don't know. I think he's bucket 2, and if you asked him, I think he would put himself in bucket 2 as well. Not by much, but
a fair argument.
Just by virtue of time. You can put it in bucket 2. We can order after.
Yeah, we can put him there for now.
But like, what are you guys thinking about like Marcos and Emerald? Because like they're obviously good, but they haven't been playing a lot of relevant stuff lately.
I mean, we said that result was very important. I know they are old, and I guess winning an Invitational 2 years ago is not that old. So I think for all he did, as his spot here,
put Marcos there.
I think. Even if he's not in shape, even if he doesn't perform in this one, I think he earned it. Just by all the years he's been performing. And he won 2 years ago. But I agree with you. I don't think his World Cup he looked on top of his games, but it's just one tournament. Maybe it's a one-off. I don't know. And we need one more. Oh, I remember talking with Shuva about this because there was like conflicts. Like we could do 9-7-7-9 as a way to make buckets, but let's not overcomplicate it. I guess that way is good as well. Let's say we had a fight between Amaranth and someone else for the last spot in bucket 1. You could do 9 spots.
You could just do 9-7-7-9. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think when I've watched Amaranth play lately, pretty good. But yeah, and again, like it's a question of how much we want to consider like the old Invitational winners, how much we care about that. He's won the first one, so
that's too old.
You don't care at all about that.
It's what, 2018, 2019? Holy shit! Yeah, but he won it, and I think he has a lot of relatively old result by now. I think he has a he has a GC too, I think.
But also old.
I mean, the last 2 in bucket 1 are probably will have to go down to personal opinion. We won't be able to find objective ones to fit in there. Like, I think Isa and Spice and Amaranth, like, they have very good cases. Marco SD probably too.
I don't think Spice is bucket 1. Maurice is no shade, but I think Amaranth is a bit better than both. If we had to.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I mean, we can just start putting Marcos there and move on.
We can move on. We don't have to pick right now. We can also work from the bottom. I think. I'm sorry, but how do you spell it?
Unknown Dragon.
Yeah.
Without a K.
If I can type. I know you won. I think it was winter seasonal, right?
Yeah, winter seasonal.
That's the thing he won. That's the thing that got him to main event. But outside of that, I think it's mostly a playstyle thing and team pick. Lots of ride-on, too many ride-ons. That's very exploitable. That's very exploitable alongside his playstyle, where he doesn't really want to take the game under his control, like do double, prevent bad situation and all that stuff. He cannot let the games flows and see what he gets from that. He's a fine player, doesn't do mistakes, but once you reach a certain point and you face strong player, you need to do more, is my point. He's very good at against 60-70% of the player base based on experience and consistency alone, but I think he lacks the extras to to really make it to bucket 3, bucket 2, and take on bigger names on a consistent basis. He's gonna need RNG and matchup to go in his way to make big upsets, is my point. I mean, so does anyone, but maybe him more than anyone else. I don't know if you guys agree with this or not.
I mean, we can just rank a few more people, see if we can, like maybe, yeah. I mean, winning a seasonal is a result, pretty big one, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
the biggest thing that he's got going for him is his sort of play style and the way he builds. It's not conventional. I think it's kind of fishy sometimes, to be honest. So that's what sort of makes him dangerous for better players. But on the other hand, it also makes his style less consistent than someone you would see on like bucket 1 or 2.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, he made it to main event. It's already an accomplishment in itself, and props to him for winning the winter seasonal. But regardless, I think he's bucket 4. Who else is bucket 4? I think
let's not. I don't know. It's a bit toxic to just throw people into bucket 4 right now. I mean, maybe I'm too sensitive, but
true.
I mean, to me, it seems like now that we've talked about bucket 1, it's probably pretty easy to chuck more people into bucket 2 right now. Like, pretty much just people that we discussed. Like,
you can do that, but I'm really struggling with
I think
bucket 2.
GSG, like he did hold his own kinda in SPL, and he had pretty strong results before that. I think he won a seasonal.
He won. He won summer seasonal.
Yeah, and he got finals in globals.
GC,
so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then who else did we talk about?
I mean, you can also
have.
You can also put Clark in there too, since he won ladder 2. Made SPL a couple times.
Yeah, easily. Like again, even a case for bucket 1, but it's personal preference, probably. You're in here as LNumbers. Is that like your official name now, or
it's LNumbers actually, but LNumbers is just my nickname on Discord.
It's Discord names. Wait, really?
Yep.
Okay, crazy. So everyone just has their monster name as Discord.
We can figure out bucket 1 versus bucket 2 later, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna put some obvious people in here, like
that's the point.
That one.
I wouldn't put Amaranth in bucket 2 yet, because he's contender for bucket 1.
I would just put everybody in bucket 2 right now, and then figure out later, like, who we want to slot to bucket 1.
Gotcha.
I
think it's good to have the names there. Like, we'll probably need to delve into replays too, if you guys have time for that.
Sure.
We can.
Opinion about Seatown River Spies.
I'm conflicted because.
Also have in mind.
Yeah, I mean, this is getting hard. I think.
Zoin, maybe.
I also think Cake is also a contender.
Cake and ulti.
Cake?
Yeah.
For bucket 2? I disagree. I disagree. I think she's way too passive, and his mentality toward the game recently doesn't seem like a bucket 2 player to me.
I mean, I kind of had an opinion change lately. Like,
same year, by the way. I think she's gotten a lot better this year. Probably players that have improved the most this year, ulti and Cake, easily.
Could be, yeah.
I'm seeing her more as a top bucket 3 than bucket 2, but
I mean, we can figure that out later. So, I mean, we got 2 spots left right now. What do you guys think about, like, River, Seatown?
I would actually put River I will put River at bucket 2 because I think of all of this bucket 2 player, Violet River is the most likely to not steal, straight up wins against bucket 1 player just by virtue of playstyle and willing to actually outplay his or her opponent.
Yeah, but like take Spice for example. Spice also makes the plays all the time. He's not afraid to make it, and he's got better results than her.
And I mean,
So I think
Why
both
is
are
it-
like sort of like a similar on a similar level.
I think River is in better form than Spice right now. Sorry, Spice, but I think you would agree.
maybe. I mean, maybe I haven't been putting enough attention on the game lately.
Oh, we forgot Ulti. Ulti is definitely bucket 2 at least.
Mhm.
Should be a no-brainer. I just won ladder tour. Been doing pretty well. I think he had a good World Cup.
He made finals, and I think he's similar to Cake
Oh, yeah, sorry.
in my opinion. And I guess Spice, River, Seatown you can put there. The thing is, we would have to watch replays. Another interesting fact, by the way, Ulti and Spice recently faced off in Globes.
Yeah.
So we could look at that game. I think it's like 3 days, 5 days. But
Sure.
Ulti's also been doing pretty well in Ruins of AlphaPL. I think he's like
Yeah,
5-2.
he's kind of on a tier. I would put him tier 2. Maybe
Yeah,
tier
sure.
1.
Fine.
Maybe tier 1, but
Pushing it. That's pushing it.
Yes, put him.
You know, I
Yeah, for
value. You know, I value
You
current
value
form.
recent results, I know.
Yeah,
but like I agree
current
that he's
form,
like
like
here right now, and he's threatening.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, now that we've discussed these, let's just
and
No, your
I think
copy
you.
pasting keeps fucking up the colors, man.
yeah. Wait, wait, I can do it like this.
I think
We
you can
can.
put
We can figure
C-Town
out,
as
like,
you can put
seating
C-Town
here.
as well.
I mean, we can probably put one in bucket 1 for now, just to
Okay, fair.
improve on the look. Like, yeah. What do we want to settle on for now? Just quickly, like, Amaranth, Isa, Ulti.
If we go based on experience and result, I think it goes to Amaranth. If we go based on if we value recent performance, actual shape, I would go with either Ulti or River. And I guess Clark. How much? What's your score in SPL, Clark?
I went 4-5 in SPL and
It's not bad.
4-1 in World Cup, I think.
Yeah. I guess you're in form. Do we do the 9779?
I think let's put Amaranth just because
Yeah.
Yeah.
the other guys
I mean, we can
kind
put
of have the
Emirates for
same
now and then
argument
Seatown here.
themselves.
I like C-Town too, in bucket 2. Because you have that River-esque profile. And I do like that. If you want to win big tournaments, you need the ability to make upsets consistently.
Yeah, I mean, recently, when it comes to recent form, I would definitely put Cake above Seatown is the thing.
Fair to me.
Yeah, I can hear that. Very
Seatown
different
went
profile, but
3-6 in SPL, and in World Cup, I don't remember. And in Ruins of AlphaPL, he is 4-2, I think.
But like right now, we actually don't have Marco SD in bucket 2, which seems a bit illegal. From my point of view, I think we should kick River into bucket 3 for now and put Marco SD into bucket 2.
Marco is in bucket 1, or do you mean I'm dragging?
Really? Oh shit, I didn't see him. Okay.
I mean, we can
Okay, that
figure
works.
out like the specifics later,
Yeah,
bucket
yeah,
1 or
okay,
bucket
okay.
2.
I think let's do.
Okay.
But yeah, in my opinion, we put
I mean, we need C-Town, first of all.
like
so
Cake,
put it
Ski
here.
Town.
Order
Wait,
doesn't matter.
Tarvold.
We can order later.
There's C-Town. Where is Cake? There she is.
So lazy.
Okay, so maybe I'm gonna, cross out the ones we already have on the list. Wait, Oakdome we don't have yet.
I guess.
And Chuva, Isis. Do we have Spies? Yeah, we
Yes.
do. River, Sea-Town. Okay.
I think.
Peace and A, do we have them yet? No.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Two.
that's good.
I think from the list here, I think it's Tarvold. It's an easy bucket 3 for me, personally.
You put Tarvold in bucket 2? Interesting. In bucket 3?
No, 3, 3,
Interesting.
3. Like the next few guys. Like, I think.
What do you guys think about Soulwind? He's been playing a lot lately in Ruins of Off-PL, so he seems to be motivated.
Okay. Has he been performing well? I don't know anything about.
I will put
Ruins of Off-PL
Oligen. I will put Oligen in bucket 3 without question. I don't know if you guys agree or not.
Wait,
I would
who?
have to see a replay, but based on what I saw in RBY PL, not sure. But it's like the last year, so not sure.
True, it's true that he has a bit of a rough time recently, but I don't know. I feel like he deserves bucket 3 because he can play a lot of strategies. He seems to go far in tours, never wins them, never goes to final, but I think his tournament results are actually pretty good and pretty consistent as well.
Wait, who are we talking about right now? Oligen or?
Oligen.
Yeah, like I think for both Oligen and Tarvold, there was a time period where I was very optimistic because like they have pretty unique approaches and they started like perfecting them, it feels like.
Yeah,
But then
at
it
this-
was kind of followed up by a little bit of like disappointing results and performances. But still fine, like they didn't shit the bed or anything.
That's fair.
To follow on your point, I think it's more in order to win a tournament. It's more important to perfect one strategy or one group of strategy than being average at a lot of strategies, but don't perfectly understand all of them. I've been there myself, and I think the opposite example of that is also Septros, who, as we said earlier, he doesn't play a lot of strategy on a top level, but the few he plays at top level grants him some big wins. And I think
at the end of the day, it takes a lot to actually punish someone in RBY if it's not super easy. Like,
yeah, exactly. You can
it
know
matters a
stuff
lot
is
to
coming,
this.
but if the strategy is good, I mean, I think ABR played like triple sleep, multi-boom every days of the week. You knew it was coming and you were just like, yeah, but I just don't beat that. Or I do, but very close, and it's probably good strategy are gonna be good regardless of if you know it's coming or not. And it's more important to perfect that than being average or good at a lot of things, but you don't have mastered any of them.
It also takes like a deep understanding of how things play out if you actually want to abuse somebody's tendencies.
This is also
you really know how the game is going to play out, and that takes time, experience, and just deep thinking also.
Yeah, this is why I think based on RBY understanding and like knowledge, I think Tarvold is bucket 2, but in terms of actually winning games, it's probably bucket 4 to me. Because he wants fun more than winning. I do mean it.
Later, maybe.
Yeah, for sure. But Just
But yeah.
food for thought.
I think I would probably next up just put M-Dragon for sure in bucket 3 and maybe Soulwind 2.
Soulwind is 3, 4 in RAPO. I just checked.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So what?
still decent, but
Yeah, I mean, M-Dragon just has been doing
right
really
now.
well in like the short stints of RBY he had, like an Invitational and stuff. I know I've lost to him twice in Invitational. I think he also topped in a tiebreaker or something with Felix in SPL and won.
That was M-Dragon.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he's an easy bucket 3. I think we can expect him to be dangerous in Invitational again.
What I like about
there were some
M-Dragon...
people like thinking like his pick was controversial because apparently last year he was out by round 2, or he lost round 1 and then just forfeited his round 2 game. So people were mad about that, but I do agree with you. I think he's super threatening. And stuff like the tiebreak game versus Felix shows that like he can show up anytime and be good.
Yeah.
If you put M-Dragon, you have to put Nails as well. Boomer Squad. For different reasons, but...
I mean, for Nails, it's... M-Dragon had like short stints of like showing up and, you know, being there, being successful. And for Nails, I don't know, like...
Nails bucket 4 will be too disrespectful.
Yeah,
Come on.
I can see that.
Come
but
on.
I do think that
I know he's out of the game, he's not in shape.
I think we can comfortably put M-Dragon a little bit above.
We can sort
We'll start it up later.
the order after, yeah. But I think you have to speak about Nails at some point.
For sure.
I think bucket 4
he could probably be bucket 3. I mean, the question is probably...
But I understand your point. Like, if you look at his past result, especially in Invitational, it's not very good, but...
Yeah, I mean, he did have that one SPL where I think he had, like, Emma support, and they were cooking stuff up, and, like, a lot of it seemed pretty good, and he was performing on it.
I think he went 2 and 4 and 2 and 5, got bench. And the game, I mean, his game was very lopsided. The one he won, he basically got the freeze, and the one he lost, he got frozen. I think ABR got like 2 freeze on one game against him, something like that. Yeah. Or he had Chansey lead against Jinx lead, and Chansey just beat the Jinx lead, so stuff like that. But very lopsided games, But in the end, he still got benched and didn't come back, which I think says a lot. But
and I guess historically he also didn't put that much time into these RBY comebacks.
Yeah, granted, I think there's a gap. There's a huge gap. I think there's a huge gap between SPL Nails and not SPL Nails. I think there's a huge gap.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, then the question is like the players we would like in bucket 3 is probably like Roses and Blazing Dark, maybe. I think like Roses, historically I've been
consider BD. Not sure. I would put Soulwind over BD, honestly.
I mean, they're all dangerous. Like historically, I've been a bit of a Roses hater, but I think he's made another. Like to me, it seems like he's made another like development step, and like he's been becoming a bit more dangerous, and also he's still like solid.
Who?
Like, I think it's also like
Roses.
Rose.
Yeah.
Sheila.
Yeah. So it's like
honestly, I don't have an opinion on Shiloh. I haven't seen much. I've played them a couple of times, two or three times, but I don't know. I feel like it's good. It's decent to good, but I feel like the context matters a lot for them. I don't know how to explain. I trust you guys on this one.
Yeah, I mean, it's
for Roses, I would suggest we watch his RBY World Cup games to just knowing what shape he is, because I remember when I watched some replays from RBY PL, he looked shaky. And
context dependent.
Yeah, that's context dependent, so I would just look
If
at the most recent stuff we got and then decide from there.
it's kind of a mini nails in some sort of way. Like if the stage is big, Shilo is gonna be the better version of themselves.
Yeah.
But if it's something like RBY pairs, something a little bit less prestigious is probably gonna be very average, is my take. So the question is,
Yeah, makes sense.
how much Shilo
He's
values
like Ruins of
Invitational?
Earth leader or something, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I think
What did you
maybe
say?
it doesn't have that
I
much
think
time.
I think you can put nails in Shilo in bucket 3 and maybe we can readjust if we don't.
Yeah, let's
don't
do
like
that.
it.
Fine.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
What do you guys think of Larry? You should know better than me about him. I think he's a very good Pokemon player, but
Yeah, he has like fun ideas and stuff, but like he hasn't really played, right? I don't think we can put him in bucket 3 on the basis of anything. I mean, you can say Solwind hasn't played a lot either, but he's
the thing is,
playing roles of RPF, I guess.
I'm already seeing Larry bucket 4, so he goes against bucket 1, load Articuno lead and beats someone like round 1 straight up, and everyone's gonna be like, oh shit, they really put Larry to bucket 4. But I can understand the reasoning. Like, he's really this kind of player that doesn't need the theory, doesn't need the experience with the team, just gonna get the feel for it. And I mean, he plays two tournament games at the same time and performs both. So, yeah,
I think he's just like hit or miss in any tier. Like Larry's really good, but he can also be really bad. It's like it depends. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Yes,
I guess that's an argument for bucket 4. The shakiness of it all.
But I think if Blazing Dark is bucket 4, he's definitely top of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely.
BD is not gonna mind.
If 3 or 4.
BD is not gonna mind bucket 4 because BD is very this player that he wants the big opponents. That's why he's motivated. So yeah, just put him in there.
Seems good. Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
BD I guess the ordering would be like Emma, then
always a tough fight. He was on my SPL team, and we had some crazy test games. Like that dude is just cracked.
I mean, we can probably move Unknown Dragon above these 3, just based on the seasonal win, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just gonna move it. We can still object.
Ogdion last? After his performance in the World Cup and last year Invitational? Nah, come on.
I mean, yeah. How did he do in World Cup, by the way? I do not know.
What?
Like, what was his record, or like how did he do in World Cup?
I think he went 4-2. Yeah, but he won the important game. He won versus Canada. He won versus you. He won the very important games. And I think what really impressed me is his ability to play in the. He has quote unquote less talent than other guys, but he does more work, and I really value that. Like he's down to learn. He's down to progress. And that's something I really value.
Where would you put him in bucket 4? Or would you put him in bucket 3?
I will put him on top, above BD and then Dragon, just because I value his quality more. But that's my opinion. I think he has less talent than Blazing Dark at the game, but he works more.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like disrespecting the seasonal win that much, but
I can understand that, especially because it's a very recent tournament. So you can also go ahead and put Unknown Dragon top bucket 4 if you want to. If you really want to, especially because
maybe even bucket 3. But I mean, we probably need to delve into the replays anyway, right? Like maybe we just mark some people where we wanna look into a replay.
So do we want to start like top or bottom? Because right now we're at the bottom, so we can maybe just start watching those kind of replays and then figure our way out back to the top.
Do you Do you wanna screen share the replay, Serpi?
Yeah, sure. I can do that. I'm just gonna...
Thank you very much.
Okay, yeah, what are we hunting for? You can also just link replays when you find something.
Go and smoke on. I would say like either GC, World Cup, something very recent would be good.
Yeah, World Cup. Do I have anything?
I know in Dragon we could watch a replay from BD, Oakdawn. Oakdawn I would do something from World Cup, maybe playoffs.
Yeah, sure.
I know in Dragon I'm not sure if we played World Cup, we could just do like seasonal, played around semifinals, finals type of stuff. BD. I'm not sure when was the last time BD played. Definitely RBYPL. I'm not sure if he's played since though. I don't think so.
But do we wanna figure out this bucket 1, bucket 2?
I would do that later. I would start with like bucket 3, 4, and then work our way back to the top.
Alright.
Bucket 3, then 2, then 1.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can do like Oakdawn World Cup finals or Oakdawn World Cup playoffs and like recent Soulwind.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for
thingy.
Ruins of LPL.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can just go for the Oakdawn things.
Let me just see. Just one replay or like an entire series? Maybe entire series is too long.
I mean, well, we're kinda in it, like, I don't know. I mean, we can...
Yeah, maybe we should. I mean, one game.
fast, right? I mean,
yeah.
I don't know, I don't know. In one game, it's like, what are you even... What are
Yeah, I mean, it's fair.
getting from that?
Fair.
We can also just see some adaptations, maybe. But yeah.
I mean, do you guys want to see Soulwind versus Cake or Soulwind versus Crystal?
I think Soulwind versus Cake is a very interesting one to watch.
Yeah, it's always nicer to have two people.
Considering we have to rank both.
Yeah.
Soulwind.
Okay, get this thing finally. Oh, I remember watching this actually.
Week 5. Okay.
Oh yeah, this was, I don't know.
Okay. Cake 1, that 1 and 2. Okay. We're gonna see. Should I also get like a third replay?
I guess this series isn't really... I don't know, he was fighting against a... Definitely not an RBY mainer from what it seems like, so... Maybe it makes more sense to watch the later ones with strong opponents.
Yeah. Soulwind lost in 2 versus Cake, by the way, so I'm also gonna look for a replay where
Oakdawn versus GSG, and that's better.
Cake has more experience into the RM shit.
But yeah. Are you watching the replays, Loris?
Yeah. Oh. Okay, thank you.
I mean, maybe let's put it on normal. Maybe it's a bit too hyper.
So this is GSG versus Oakdawn.
Yeah. Like I can switch the viewpoint.
Maybe from his perspective, yeah.
Yeah, so we kind of missed potential to boom away the Chansey, but then again, it's not even necessarily something you want to go for. But yeah, just the eggy catch early. Okay, what's happening here?
Okay.
He has the
He is
EQ.
Reflect Earthquake.
That's why he kept the Eggy, because it's Zapdos.
Gets the para. You can just through, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the question is if he'll be able to push through Chansey like this.
See without lag.
This is something I talked about a lot again with him, like accepting the fact that your reflect coverage Snorlax will have to go down mid game because you're gonna fight an uphill battle to get team back in shape.
Yeah,
And since
there's also
since you have
so-
Zapdos, you have another breaker. as
Oh,
well.
so this is me exact then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Zapdos, I think it's fine.
Receptors, yeah, especially the
If you switch
Our
out here,
eggs,
it's just too hard
our
to wheel the
eggs.
lax without
It's
conceding
most
a lot of
likely
pressure.
not going to be Guard Egg Dawn, so I mean it's fine.
I mean, the lax is revealed, so yeah, at this point.
Yeah, I mean it's fine. Yeah.
What's the... Okay, it's paralyzed. The Chansey, GSG Chansey.
Now he gets the crit, and let's see what he does.
I feel like going Tauros here. Like, do you think that was a mistake from GSG or?
Let's
If
see.
you could have just gone
I
lax,
mean,
right?
everything else, I guess you could go lax, yeah.
Yeah, and you
Let's see
also
what
can.
But I think if the lax is reflect EQ, you don't really have good options.
Oh, yeah,
Because
that's the problem. It
it showed EQ, and if it's Fizz lax, it's a matter of do you rather have Tauros to fight Chansey or do you have the 80% Fizz lax?
But I think I definitely prefer just going legs on this, slamming twice, and then sacking the Gengar.
That's also an
I think
option.
that's
Yeah.
better. Like,
Yeah.
and then you have the legs in case it's still Sync Chansey or something. Just like as a pressure point.
I can agree with that, regardless of what set you are. Can you afford to sack the Gengar here? Yeah, no,
I think
because he
so,
doesn't
yeah.
have... Oh, the chance is paralyzed. Yeah, you have a sleep block. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's actually fair.
I mean, it's not
He's still
necessarily
got
a
his
sleep
map.
block. Like, the Chansey can just sit on top of it, but
Yeah.
in that scenario, you have the legs, right? You have this low HP legs, which you can just
What's
throw
the...
in and try to
What's
flip
the... What's the PowerPoint situation between both Chansey?
And they both didn't use
Okay.
anything, basically. And it
Oh.
could easily... It should probably be Ice Beam Chansey, which loses the war, right?
Yeah,
But
it's...
like, again, you'll have the lower legs. Like, I think getting the damage on Tauros is worth it. And, like, the legs isn't gonna be your win con.
I agree. I agree. I think the Tauros is a little... It's not a mistake, but it's inaccurate.
Yeah. I mean, it's something you can debate. Yeah.
I think GSG is Zapdos as well, right?
I mean, Octane
Yeah.
also has this full Starmie, right? So, kind of a nice situation for him.
You know, he needs to push through because that's probably Ice Beam Chansey. Okay.
The Tangerine?
That's a weird T-Ball.
For what?
Like, they're not
I guess it's a Zap Predict. Or it's a Filler Predict. Either Zapdos or Starmie. Thinking...
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, why
uh,
would you want to keep like 27%
It's with what?
Chansey here?
I
For
mean,
opposing
versus
Chansey.
Yeah.
For opposing Chansey, but I've talked a lot
It's
with
like,
Oak about...
Frost Thing or Ice Beam Thing.
In practice, you don't do it because the legs is there. Like, you don't want
Yeah.
to keep this fucking chance.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm glad he saw that, because
Yeah.
prior to World Cup, Oak would have kept the Chansey and probably lose the game from
We
there.
have Blizzard, yeah.
Oh, it's...
Okay, but yeah, I mean, this is tough, right?
I don't like the Starmie. I don't know why, but I guess fine.
Would you have
Yeah.
gone Zapdos there?
I don't know.
Or
I think
Tauros?
I think probably Tauros. You die to T-Bolt, I guess. Tough.
yeah.
Soul Ball.
I mean, you
I mean,
can
I mean,
play
what-
for the Eggy Wake, kinda.
What did it work? So, what did it work?
So now Taurus is paralyzed, but he can also push
Sure.
through.
Is it?
Is that Lex? Oh,
It
that
is.
Lex is not paralyzed.
It is probably a ref EQ.
Yeah, I don't
It's
like
kind of
Taurus
a-
push. Then
Sags the
Difficult
gore.
situation for sure.
Doesn't sag the gore. Okay.
there's the Zapdos. No, now you gotta commit.
Huge
Yes.
crit.
Crit. No para.
But at the same time, it's the worst Lex against Zapdos. I think.
It is, but like,
Yeah, it looked pretty stupid here. This
Yeah.
like guy exap kind of a.
It's a good Zapdos double from Oak because it was
Yeah.
paralyzed Tauros on the field against Sleeping Gengar, and going Lax on Niku seems like a good move, and the Zapdos double
I
actually.
mean, then again though, like hitting the legs on the switch in with Tauros is also
I think it's
great,
good too.
right?
I think it's good too, yeah. Unless you para, of course, but
Like you just get the damage. If you want, you can just sack legs and go Zapdos.
Sactaros, you mean?
No, sack Eggy probably. I mean, I guess you don't wanna. I guess you don't want the Chansey to be able to sing your Zapdos, but like you still have the Tauros
Where is
around
Marty?
also, so I'm not sure.
It's a very neck and neck game. Still, yeah. But I think this crit's kinda
I mean, this
sealed it.
could have gone wrong, right? Without a crit, with a Slam Para.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because then, like, if you pair the Zapdos with full slam and you don't get a crit, like that Ref EQX, suddenly looks super threatening because now your Tauros is also paralyzed.
It's not over too. Like the Chansey plus Reflect Lax combo can come back the game. I think he choked this end game. Yeah, he should have Agile here. Not choke, but it's very inaccurate. GSG Agile to give Chansey the outspeed, and Oak didn't react to that, and I think he had to Agile to be faster and have control over softball because Chansey can control his earth if it's faster than Zapdos, but if it's not, he cannot. You will see. That he got pretty lucky in the Chansey versus Zapdos
Maybe.
sequence. He's gonna hammer down Drill Peck as he's slower, and the thing is, the moment the Zapdos paralyze and the Chansey's at full, Chansey can pick up the kill, and Oak doesn't have a good position.
I mean, yeah, agility was more accurate, I would say, but this is still very unlikely to lose, I think. Like, it's all about this legs.
Yeah,
And to somehow
I think
beat the Starmie right after Tauros claims.
I think in the end, Starmie plus an Eggy Wake, which you have time to go for when the Lack is sleeping, probably wins you the games anyway, but I think you have to agile. Still.
I mean, the Eggy Wake is only something you go for once Starmie is parried, I guess.
On the sleeping Lax, because this Lax is gonna have to go through some rest turns.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, if you have unparried Starmie stab to throw at it, you just do that. You don't have to wake your Eggy.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I mean, from this game, I don't know, like, it's kind of the team for GSG that didn't look great with the leg set and kind of a squishy thing, right? Our guy Exap with the Chansey. Pretty squishy versus normals and also with Zapdos.
One could argue that Starmie diff. One team had a Starmie playing the game and the other that didn't. I guess there's an argument for that, yeah. More
I mean,
control.
Starmie didn't do much. I think it also just came down to, like, the Tauros versus Tauros.
True, he won the Tauros mirror, I got the crit on.
Yeah, and
I mean,
also, like,
he got stuff,
I mean,
but
it happens, though, like, at the end of the day, both decided to commit. So, but
Yeah,
like, you could argue that Oakdon's position is just great simply because he has a full me in the back that is not asleep. And what did GSG have to throw in at the Tauros? EQX? Slap
Yeah.
Gengar?
I mean, yeah,
Zapdos.
the full
Those are
me
not
really
ways
makes
to win.
you... Like,
Yeah.
this full me would just make me wonder why I would use this type of team when my opponent just has the Starmie and it's so hard to break through. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think especially high-level stuff was well executed from Octeon. I think he realized all the important stuff.
no big mistakes, but not perfectly accurate either. But
Yeah.
few people are
Yeah, that's a good way
perfectly
to
accurate.
summarize it. Let's watch game 2.
Yep.
The Jinx versus Sam.
Do you want to skip to the end to see the teams first to
You can do that,
reason
yeah.
about the decision making? Okay.
Yeah.
I like to do that when
So
watching
we got
games myself.
Jinx
Oh.
Mizar, and
I
this
don't
is
like that
Sam
team, but sure.
Exar.
Ooh, confused Ray.
Confused Ray? Okay, pause. What
I
happened
mean,
to you cooking?
I mean, confused Ray Gengar is kind of both alongside with Rest
Oh my god,
Tauros,
wait. What's his name? The latter guy.
and he has a
Oh my
fifth
god.
legs.
Doidos.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but
That's the
he
Doidos original.
plays it poorly. There's a time to confuse Ray, and there's a time to not confuse Ray, and this guy is confused Ray regardless.
Oh no, he confuses Ray on all. But like, he's the only one who actually uses Confused Ray Gengar, so to me that's a Doidos original.
I do like confused Ray. The big issue with confused Ray Gengar is that you usually put it over Hypnosis, and yeah, the more sleep, the better. So it's hard to fit. And I remember while prepping, we were like, you know what? GSG kind of have the same problem as you. Okay. You guys use way too many mono Snorlax alongside Chansey. How do you exploit that? You find the perfect wall to Monolax and you put it at Taunt like Mon, something to deny the Snorlax rest, the Chansey softball, and that is Confused Ray Gengar. That's how we came up to this.
I don't know. Like with the Rest Tauros, maybe it's nice to use actually.
Yeah,
it's
but
a lot of chaos to use for Rest Tauros.
Even without it, but yeah, Rest Tauros is just cherry on top when you can take even more risk and snowball. And have plan B if it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, what do you guys think about this switch out? Like, I think I'm not a fan.
Because he's got back Gengar.
Oh, you think you should have Burn with them? Oh no, never mind. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's Rest and this is Bolt Beam. So I think what Serpi's trying to say is, why didn't you just stay Freeze Fish for a bit and then
I mean, not necessarily Freeze Fish, but just waking this up is way better.
That's good.
Like, I'm not really worried about
so you
Tauros
got
coming
it,
in
readily
here.
available.
Tauros coming in here is kind of chill.
I guess he can panicked a bit around Tauros here, but all in all, at least, nah. I guess the moment you see T-Bolt, you know it's not Sing, but I guess he really wanted to play around it. I don't know.
Even then, like, it's like you would catch this thing here, right? So if it was Sing. Yeah. I think this is like a great moment to like relieve some pressure by waking this up now rather than later.
Just making
because
sure
right now it's still kind of free.
Just making sure the moment Sleep Powder is getting click, you can Sleep Sack and not have to hassle to do it later. Yes, that's fair enough.
I mean, then again, like if you wake this up now, your Chansey switch will probably catch a T-Wave, and then the question is whether you like that. But
I think he was really worried about the.
Like that.
I think he was really worried about the Tauros because, yeah, I see your point. Tauros is not that threatening because he had the Body Slam versus Hyper Beam issue, but
it will
every
be
Tauros
more
Body Slam
later, right? And you will be forced to use the Jinx like right here. Like that could have been a Tauros switch, and that's more threatening.
Yes, fair.
It could have even be a double edge. But yeah, I mean,
if it's double edge, it's annoying.
Yeah, kind of.
And it could be double edge because it's Bolt Beam Chansey, you know. So if he wants like push through sleep,
he wouldn't do this with double edge.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
It's not double edge.
I mean, makes sense. I somehow didn't expect this to happen when I skipped the turn, but yeah, makes sense.
Another miss.
Okay, just want to risk it, that's fair.
For a Jinx too.
Nice EQ.
Smite. And another miss. He's buying a lot of time with that. Ooh. I guess you get to sleep sack something else. Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
CQ
then,
lags
like,
too.
why are we going eggy? Yeah. Maybe we try to cover something like
Starmie?
Starmie, maybe. Blizzard Starmie.
Starmie, I'm assuming. I guess you just go
I
back.
don't know, like,
I
what are
don't
you
know.
doing after? Do you just slam once? If they go chance, you keep slamming and
get
then
it.
go Executor, or
I
what's
mean, I
like...
guess it's also crazy
Wait.
that he went Snorlax. It's kind of confusing.
Yeah,
No,
because,
no.
like,
Actually,
Veggie is 3.
the Snorlax is a Archansy read. Like, if you look at it from Oak's perspective, there's no bad reason to follow up Chansey. So I
But
think.
why would you want to go Chansey? Because Chansey versus Chansey, you're like in a more or less awkward spot.
What?
Maybe it's gonna like end up in like an Ice Beam war.
No. Actually, the Chansey doesn't. Yeah, I don't know why not.
What are you talking about? I don't get it.
No.
Wait.
Yeah. I think this is a misplay from GSG. AD follow-up
I think
was.
both misplayed, like, and
Yeah,
now
I mean,
in select
yeah.
for no reason.
You just gotta go Eggy there. This is like what I'm saying, and
I mean-
Yeah,
Oakon
because-
also wants to
but
predict
also, like-
Executor.
But if you don't go Eggy, it would be like, oh, I think there's like a Cloyster or a Starmie coming in, and I don't want to catch a Blizzard. But then you go Chansey, right? You don't go
The
Lex.
only way I could.
I think going Chansey is fine here instead of Eggy.
I think GSG was worried about back
Maybe you can
Zapdos.
argue that's why Oakdion goes Lex, but
I think the non-executor from GSG is Zapdos Sphere. Because if you go Eggy and Oak follows Zapdos, tough spot. Drill Peck is pretty annoying. Because your chance is paralyzed already.
So this is why I think he went lax then. To just
Yeah,
Basically
I think
force
this
it.
lax is really. I mean I'm not sure that's the thought process, but that's the best way I could justify it. It's like, oh, okay, it's Zapdos last, and if it's anything else, I can switch back to Chansey. And I don't know
Okay,
why
I mean,
Oak
fair,
follow
that
lax.
Snorlax has revealed EQ. So it could be a Zapdos team.
And bam!
Oh,
That was Elafy's lax too, considering it's
nice
back
leg
guard.
switch in.
hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
I
it
just
right.
see a... Okay.
No hyper winning.
Oof.
Oh shit. That was brutal.
I guess you got some stuff. Another one? Oh, prime confused return.
Wait.
Oh, boom! I guess.
No.
Okay.
That's a return. That's a return.
Yeah, I don't like this Sam right here.
Same.
I guess it could have worked, but
And not
I really
Tauros.
didn't
Why
get
not?
the feeling this guy was about to boom his Gengar.
Why not Tauros?
From
I
who?
guess
From
Eggy
Oakdion,
Devil.
or-
No, yeah, I guess Eggy Devil. That's why he didn't went Tauros on the Zam.
Nah, just right here?
Oh no. Okay, yeah, it's double Zam and double Lights. Okay, never mind. That's why I
Yeah,
don't.
you
That's
just
why I don't
want,
skip
like-
turn when I.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's probably you're thinking that's probably soft boiled, right? That's why you got
Yeah,
this.
I think this is confused and it's all boiled.
But yeah. I don't know. I think you can go Gengar one more time if you want.
Yeah, because you got
Yeah,
miss.
simply because you
But
would
yeah, I mean,
EQ,
good
but
play.
I mean,
Good out.
staying in is fine because it's not likely that they will hyper beam here, knowing they just missed EQ or probably tilted, and know that Gengar is kind of a safe play.
The
To be
thing
honest, I'm
is,
not even sure if
this
staying in
Snorlax.
with Lex is even that much better on EQ, honestly.
Yeah, because now it's in hyper beam Tauros range.
It's in everything range, and this Lax, I think it was boom, so it takes a kill and also sleep blocks. And no, doesn't have sleep blocks. That's I think this stays.
Okay, yeah.
Even if EQ is the Chansey paralyzed from Oak?
From Oak, no.
You can also go Chansey on Lax if you really know EQ is coming.
I mean, yeah,
You
EQ is most
could
likely coming.
that, but
Like I feel like going Gengar is here. It's so perfect. Like it's just what you want to do
I mean,
with
it's
Gengar.
safe,
Like
and
just
they're
if you
either
also
if you
most
way.
likely gonna EQ, but it's fine
if
as
you
long
get
as they don't.
if you crit, it's very bad. And I
It's
think
not
I
even
mean,
that bad. You just claim with Tauros and it's fine.
and
You
concede
still have the
sleep.
legs out of range of anything.
I think the Chansey is less valuable than the Gengar. That's why I'm going Gengar. I'm going Chansey on
let me
Snorlax.
see,
But
like,
then the next click is pretty hard.
what is GSG's Aggie
I guess, yeah.
and Chansey? Aggie's full, right?
Yeah, Iggy's full.
Yeah,
Chansey
and
is full
Chansey's.
too.
Okay, I see the Chansey point because Chansey sort of momentum loss here.
I think going
versus
Chansey is
opposing Chansey,
cool.
and it does
Like you
lose
do
pretty
have a
much
lot
everything else.
of options with Chansey. Like
I mean, the thing is, the opposing Chansey is paralyzed and has Ice Beam, and
Yeah, that's why the
yeah, but
Chansey
he
is
has
very
his legs
not
at
useless.
paralyzed,
46.
so it's a bit awkward, maybe. Also gets free heal
Like you
for
definitely
the
just
opposing
like
Chansey.
use your booms, and then after you have used your booms, like opponent is gonna be he's probably gonna have Tauros, but you have your Starmie, maybe Chansey, but then you can freely use your Tauros against Chansey. I don't know. I mean, let's see what kind of spot this ends up in. But I think now, by taking this chip, you can't really push as easily with your booms.
Yeah, it's
It
harder.
gets a lot more awkward.
Now it's gonna get a bit awkward, depending on what the Starmie set is.
Yeah,
I
like
think
you
it's
have to
got
sleep
Blizzard.
stack this, I guess, and then like chill a bit with Starmie, but then even your Snorlax is it's kind of hard. Like
Iskindar losing his
probably need to find
advantage.
Snorlax into soft boiled and then boom it, and then probably okay. But
Yeah, that's the only way.
Oh, sleep
It's
I
sack
mean, you
Gengar.
can still preserve. That was a
Yeah,
good sleep sack with the
I
Gengar,
don't
I
know.
think. The Wizard.
No, because the thing is, I like the Gengar sleep sack because if you do you sleep sack Chansey actually? Because if you
I think
sleep
so,
sack
yeah.
if you sleep sack Chansey, then you have to go Starmie. You probably have to accept the Starmie versus Executor trade, and you have Chansey. You have
Yeah,
Chansey.
we
You have
got gouge,
Chansey
but
plus
it's
Tauros
fine.
against Chansey plus Tauros. I like what he did more than sleep sack Chansey actually.
I'm
Because
I
because it
don't.
not of the same opinion.
preserves
I
the
think you
Starmie.
should have sleep sack Chansey because what is this position right now? Like this Chansey gets a free heal. This is bolt beam, so
I mean, it's
your
not
Starmie
free.
is a bit
Like if
in
this actually
trouble.
heals right now on Snorlax, then you're super
Yeah,
fine.
okay, fair. I mean,
The-
yeah,
the-
you can
the-
pressure with Flax, and he's
the-
got to attack twice, and then Tauros is free.
The issue about sleep sacking Chansey in this position is that then you have to use your Starmie against Eggy,
Executor.
and you don't want to concede this trade because Starmie is your best assets against Tauros. And if you sleep sack Chansey, get your Starmie traded for Eggy, you have unparalyzed Chansey plus Tauros against paralyzed Chansey with Ice Beam plus Tauros. So I like what he did. I like what he did, actually.
Yeah, I mean it's reasonable. Like as you can see, like you do get
I mean, I do like
chances
the
to
lag
hit stuff.
line because it basically just forces GSG to attack, right?
And the sleeping Gengar is also pretty good. That sponging some Ice Beam, reducing the freeze chances. I like what he did. I really do.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but I think like based on that he has to do this, I think you can see why.
Maybe just going Gar earlier
I
would
think
have
I
helped.
like. That's why I like going Gar here.
Yeah,
Like
I
keeping this Snorlax at 46 and
I
using
agree.
it to boom something,
I agree
and
with that.
booming Gengar first is like so nice.
I agree
It's
with
kind of
that.
checkmate.
But considering he accepted the EQ on his lags, what he did after is best is good. But
Yeah,
I agree.
this
I
is
agree
like
that
a practical way to play it.
Yeah.
Because you get so many hits with Tauros and these guys can't heal, so
Can you
unfortunate
go back like a
parallel.
couple of turns? So, okay,
where
that's fair. Like I want to
He
see like
sacks
now
lags
we
to
go.
deny
Now
the heal.
there's Tauros. I want to see what happened now. Okay, so body slam on Executor. Okay,
Okay,
CNC.
he's gonna heal. Yup.
Ben
You
Tauros and
can-
using
Good
Tauros to
good
fight
T-Wave, honestly.
Genzo.
Yeah, good place by GSG. He doesn't give anything for free.
Ooh.
Nice one, honestly.
Oh, boom.
You
Okay.
think?
Yeah, I think so. I think he had to do that, no?
Yeah, probably. Question
I
is
guess
he stuns
the
for?
alternative
Is
is
he
like
stuns for?
doubling Chansey, healing edge,
Yeah.
then going Eggy, but then there's more pressure on you.
I mean,
Especially in your executor.
you could get an extra ice beam. No, actually, you have soft boiled first. I think GSG has to risk the. I think GSG has to risk the second power, the second body slam on this executor. I think so because
Maybe.
the I guess the Chansey is still able to heal on Starmie. Fair enough. I don't think this.
Yeah, I mean, the
It's
one
hard.
important thing is that he had to get the play right here.
Yeah.
It
And
would have made a big difference.
and even if he does, Oak has the extra sack. So yeah.
Yeah. Like you can see that it.
Pretty tough spot.
Once you were in that spot with Snorlax low, it was definitely correct to sleep like the Gengar. This was a pretty playable spot.
Yeah.
It's a Gengar. Oh, he took another one.
Oof.
I think he rushed a little bit
Oh,
here. I think he want to be a little bit more conservative with the no. What's the chance he set again? It's Sing Ice,
Ball
right?
Beam.
Ball beam.
No, this is Bolt Beam.
I don't like this Tauros mirror directly. I think your Tauros is best used against. Is best used against the Chansey. I think
So
you
you
can.
would sack the Gengar here.
Or just go Starmie, because Starmie is gonna be dead weight regardless, because it's T-Bolt. And the thing is, if it comes down to Starmie paralyzed plus Gengar, the fact that your Gengar can wake up and trade, I don't know if you wanna sack Gengar. Because
So you wanna keep the Gengar for pushing through Chansey? I mean, I guess.
Just as a backup, because if you go Gengar here, sack it, you go Starmie, and you lose Amon for not much. What's the chance he had? 43?
27.
30? Yeah. I think it's too early to sack the Gengar. You can pivot it on Body Slam once, sure, but I wouldn't sack it just yet. I think you might need it. You wanna sack it later, but yeah. I think that's 2 Gen 1 miss for GSG in this game.
Second body slam by GSG was his best play, like fishing for the para, or would you just have Hyper Beam there?
Like the thing is, the body slam is. I think GSG doesn't expect Oak to stay here. He expects Oaks to go either Gar on Starmie, not stay with Tauros. That's why he doesn't fish for Hyper Beam crit plus double para, which is slightly better odds than body slam.
I mean, on Starmie Switch,
like,
I think at this point you're fine with Hyper Beam.
Kind of a big risk, because if you get paralyzed or the Hyper Beam crit or anything happens, you're suddenly in T-Bolt or Ice Beam range. And if you're you still got Gar Wake chances, but supposedly you get super unlucky, you can still lose the game.
But I think you're right.
It's not likely, but yeah.
I think you're right that
likely.
Hyper Beam was probably better for GSG, regardless of what Oak does, because if Oaks goes Gengar, regardless if you body slam Hyper Beam, doesn't matter. If he goes Starmie, you kill it on a crit. He doesn't kill you if you don't crit. And if Tauros make the same play here and stays, you have the Chansey Hyper Beam range, and no, it's kind of awkward for Ogdeon to close the game.
I would say you can probably make the argument that you shouldn't slam here as GSG. You should either Hyper Beam on stay or double Chansey on the
Or
Stormy
double
switch.
Chansey if you expect Stormy or Gengar.
But then again, maybe
Does that
Chansey's,
accomplish much?
maybe the Chansey
though?
double isn't great. Oh yeah, because Tauros can
Yeah,
just switch
because-
in and click a
yeah.
button again.
I do
Hyper Beam
think
just
like
straight up.
Shadowslam, he did expect Starmie on Hyper Beam, because if that doesn't crit, then it's pretty much game.
Yeah, I
don't
guess.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
tough,
do
tough,
see it.
tough,
I do
tough
see it.
spot,
I think
tough
it's
spot
sort
for
of an
GG.
accuracy to stay here with Tauros.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's. I think it's a little bit of a rush to stay with Tauros, and I think GLG tried to catch that with a body slam. But yeah, always rest Tauros as well, so he never.
Oh, he's rest
I mean,
Tauros.
he can get crit through, but I think the rest is not accurate too. But whatever.
Rest? I think it's good.
No, I remember. No, what I told you. I told him, you go Starmie, you spam recover till you die, then you go Gengar, you try to wake up, boom, and if all of that doesn't work, you can still do the
Nah.
Tauros play, and you
I
hit.
don't like. I don't know. I mean, having Starmie in
Starmie
the
is
back is
useless.
better for the Gengar Boom, right? Because it's not
Star-
paralyzed. It's gonna get through.
Starmie is the least useful one. That's why I think
But
you
what does
just
that accomplish going Starmie here
get
and
the.
staying in until you die?
So you have more chance to wake up with Gengar, and if you boom, then you finish off with one slam, and if you don't wake up and actually die, you just Tauros is still favored. Like it's
Like, how do you have
it's
more
not
chances
much,
with
but I think
Gengar?
it feels more optimal because if your Tauros lose this 1v1, then you might actually lose the whole game. So you might want to
okay,
play the
but
other
I-
card first.
But I still think like staying with Tauros and trying, and then
I think
trying
it's
to wake Gengar and booming. Like,
Yeah,
that's your best odds, in my opinion.
The thing is, if you don't, if your Tauros dies, Chansey softballs outside of boom range, and no, you cannot boom your Gengar. Because I don't think
Then
boom,
you're in
I don't
trouble.
think boom plus surf kills. It doesn't.
You can shade first. Like if he actually softballs to full.
Yeah, but what if you don't have time?
but
What
he's
if
not,
you?
like? I mean, he doesn't have time to softball it, right?
In theory,
Like,
I
he's gonna
agree.
stay at 94.
In theory, I agree. At 94, you don't kill. Boom plus surf doesn't kill.
Boom
But-
plus
What do you
surf.
guys think about instead of
Surf
Ah,
is
does.
I'm
15.
very sure it
Yeah.
does.
No,
You
surf is
rest-
15 and boom is 70. I mean,
You see the Gengar Boom do 70 to Chansey or what?
it's 70, not 70.
I think it's 80, man. Ah,
72 to 85? So that
okay,
plus a
crazy.
surf
23.
crit.
So you
but
do.
yeah, I didn't think it was that low, but like,
I think Starmie's like
It's
It's
down
a
to
roll.
roll.
Like
It's down to
18.
roll.
at least.
yeah, it's not a. But I mean, if you wake, like if you have a turn to attack, then you do that.
But
You can just
regardless, I think your Starmie is not accomplishing anything except that 50% finish. Actually, it's not paralyzed, so here's that.
Yeah, but like going Starmie right here and playing 100 turns doesn't do anything either, right?
Honestly, Serpi, I think your line is probably the same odds as mine.
What do you guys think about
I think you need a
turn
machine. You need a machine to see what's best here. But I like what you.
It's close for sure. It's close for sure.
I
the
like what
biggest
you
difference is
propose.
Probably that this takes like half an hour more, maybe.
I like what you
Okay, no,
propose
you
because
can
it's
say
very.
much faster, but
Yeah, that's the point. You keep it simple. You just don't overthink it. You just try with your Tauros. It's favored, and if it doesn't happen, you go Gengar. Click one shade if you don't have the range guaranteed, and close it up with Surf. It probably was. I thought the Starmie was paralyzed. That's why I thought the Starmie was paralyzed. That's why I thought the Surf finished after Boom if Tauros doesn't do it. That's the difference.
to be honest, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
it
guess-
doesn't. It's not
I
that
guess
strong.
I kind of got confused in my head, but like, yeah.
It's not that strong. Yeah, it's not
But
egg
yeah,
or curry one.
Yeah. I mean, I knew that like you only need one shade on Chansey for the boom to feel good.
Yeah.
So it's like shade, boom, surf.
I
is
mean,
the kill.
Shade Boom Surf should always do it, right? Shade is 14.
Yeah.
14 plus 15 Is it 15 or 12? No, 12 is Egi. 15 is Chansey.
Starmie is like 14, right? With Surf, yeah.
14, yeah. Yeah, I said 15, but it's more. So 26
But
plus
yeah.
70. Oh, it's still. No, at this range is guaranteed. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Would you guys
But-
always commit to the Tauros versus Chansey?
Regardless,
Or
I
let's
think-
say if the rest cycle continues and you get like parried a lot and suddenly Chansey outspeeds, at some point you rest up, you let it wake, and then you go Gengar.
Yeah.
He could.
I mean, yeah, of
That's the
course.
thing. He could have rested and played.
I mean, or you go Starmie
Yeah.
in this case, like.
But I think he kinda misplayed the sequence. Here he has to switch out. Here going
You think
Starmie is
so?
best.
Here.
Why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the next Q-Wave is gonna make you slower, or
Yeah, and know what you do. Know what you do with the Starmie Surf. You can do with Tauros, but you don't have to bother with range. The moment you get Boom off, you're good. So you don't have to wake up. If you wake up at 20% and Chansey is full, with Starmie finish you can be screwed. With Tauros finish
I mean, yeah.
you're never screwed.
I mean, at the end of the day, he didn't T-Wave, so for me,
Yeah,
that's...
yeah.
He probably
He went.
striked Gengar
He went for
Yeah,
crit on freeze,
yeah.
and I think it's a good move actually.
for that.
Yeah, but I think if he goes for Ice Beam anyway, I don't think it really matters to switch out Tauros here.
I think you go Starmie regardless. Off T-Wave, whatever GG does, I think here you go on the turn 55 instead of Body Slam, you go Starmie.
I think
Is
Starmie is
Gengar
accurate here
also
if he
case you would
T-Waves,
think?
but...
Even
If
if
it's
you
T-Wave,
Ice Beam,
then
you just let
Gengar.
it die. Even if you Ice Beam freeze you just let Starmie die. Whatever. And go Gar and
I guess fair. That way you
How
make it
many
safe
how
that
many
you got
turn the
enough
Gengar
space
has
for-
burnt? 0, right?
0, yeah.
Even if it doesn't wake up, Storol is still favored, but yeah. Minor thing, honestly. Very minor thing, but that's why Ogdeon is not tier 1, because it doesn't have these clinical finishes, but
I mean, there's a lot of things right here that are fine either way.
yeah, there's
But
always a
a
backup.
few inaccuracies earlier on in the game, maybe.
But I think this is exactly this type of inaccuracy that could cost some games against better player.
Yeah. But I
on a
mean, they
bad day.
both had those, and GSG is... Wait, that's the wrong... Where
What
do I
the
have the...
What the fuck it has Platinum Kaizo thing?
Are
Are you playing it?
I've been... Yeah.
Oh my
Been
god.
dabbling.
Are you
It's fun.
are you feeling the pain? That game
What
is that game is how far did you get?
Right now I've beaten Gardenia on a run.
Okay.
But yeah, so all my runs have died in Eterna to withdraw something.
Which starter you run?
Piplup.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a top tier guy.
Good
I
luck.
just run Tauros and Snorlax.
Did you know that the regarded best Nuzlocke in the world is also German?
I mean, people don't really think he's the best, right? I mean,
True.
like, he doesn't seem like the best to me, like, if you are talking about, like, Pokemon challenges.
No. 3 plates.
Okay, I don't know that guy, I don't know.
He's widely regarded as the best Nuzlocke.
Okay.
And he's also
Yeah,
German. Whatever. Back to RBY.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Sorry for the tangent.
Yeah, we've gotten sidetracked so much, like, we've
Anyway,
taken
we
like
ag-
half
do
an
you-
hour
do we
for
agree
that.
with-
Done. So
do we agree with oak placement?
we would have to see Unknown Dragon and Blazing Dart, right? Fair.
As I said, I think Blazing Dart has higher peak, but I think
But also
Ogdeon.
accuracy.
I think Ogdeon is a little bit more in shape right now.
I feel like the main takeaway, like, we might have to move GSG down into bucket 3, maybe.
That's harsh. Who you move up? I guess you're gonna.
I mean,
I guess
you'll be
we've
willing to
been-
move Cake up.
yeah, we've been cake optimistic, so. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it seems harsh to do something based on one series, but like, we just took like half an hour for that.
Yeah.
And like, we need to do something. I don't know. Like, hopefully
I mean,
everyone.
what do you guys think we should do here? Like, maybe we should only watch replays that are like super relevant because right now we're sort of like torn
I
on
mean, those
GSG, so
were
maybe we should
relevant.
just move the like watching the replay of GSG they've been playing a lot versus someone else we're unsure about, maybe GSG versus Cake if they've played, and do like a 2-for-1. GSG could have also played versus Ulti versus Cake lately. I think like they're all like in the sort of the same tours.
The question
GSG Narwhal might have happened because there's like the Amaranth tour, and I think all of them signed up.
the question is, do you put GSG in bucket 3 and move Cake or Origen in bucket 2, considering GSG was bought into SPL and Cake and Origen didn't? I feel like if you want to move GSG down to bucket 3, the only people you can make argument to move up is C-Town. Because you also got bought into
I think Cake is in
SPL.
better shape right now, but that's just me personally. I've played
yeah,
Cake a few times lately.
I think there's a
and
lot of people where you could make the
bucket 2 and bucket
expectation that like if they were bought as the 3K, like they would at least perform at a 3-6 or something.
Yeah, I think bucket 2 and bucket 3 is very hard to rank accurately. And in the end, it doesn't matter too much because these guys are gonna face each other. The question is, do we think, let's say, LNumbers versus Ulti is too much, is too big of a seeding? Yeah, I think LNumbers and Ulti both deserve bucket 2 and shouldn't face off 1-1, but at the end of the day, it's not by much. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone can modify their list anyway still. And like, I don't know, it feels weird to like give people an advantage, which basically we're gonna do, right? Like people we put higher are gonna have a bit of an advantage, which feels weird. But yeah.
I'm still triggered by that Tarval bucket 3. I like Tarval. I like what he brings to the game, but
okay.
When it comes to winning games, nah. It's either Blazing Dark or UD, and I will go. Actually, maybe if it was on playing ability alone, I would put Larry tier 3. But if you put Tarval, the argument you have for Tarval bucket 4 are the same you have for Larry tier 4. Consistency, ability to win game on a consistent basis. Tarval doesn't quite have it because he's down to use a lot of strategy, even poor strategy, and Larry because sometimes he just go and have fun. Different.
Maybe also just plays less, right?
Yeah.
So your argument is that Tarval uses less consistent stuff, doesn't really have like the most consistent results, and you would probably do one of like BD or UD over him in tier 3 simply because they're more
none of these guys have consistent results. I think I could be wrong, but I feel like the person that have the most consistent results in bucket 4 is Emma. Because she only uses good teams. Mostly, I think. Maybe I'm wrong, but
does she have any
she played SP? No, she doesn't have she doesn't have flashy result, but I don't recall very bad results. These are like out round 1, terrible game.
I mean, realistically, something we could do is put So in bucket 4, put Tarval bucket 4, and move up 2 people.
That's also an option.
Because like if you want to be consistent with like people who didn't really have results in bucket 4.
You say?
I think I was like Soul Win bucket 4, but I've watched a bit of his recent games, and I think he's very Septros-like in his approach. He used very few strategy, but he used them well, and he used them like he would play. He plays RBY like he would play other generation. Very reactive, very okay. Go ahead, make a mistake, I will punish, and And the development of RBY is kinda good for this kind of style. So I think tier 3 will win I dig more and more. I mean, he has so much experience playing Pokemon.
Yeah, I think we can leave him in bucket 3 probably.
Yeah, I think it's not.
Yeah, I think.
I make up
in
my
the
mind on
chat,
this.
Cake
It's not
said
that bad.
that in LAN Wars she played against, I think, GSG. But I don't know, like, I guess we probably
Yeah, they all
don't
faced
wanna.
each other, like at some point.
Suwin
Because we
versus
don't wanna look at LAN Wars stuff.
Suwin versus Cake.
So
Yeah.
I put it in the. I think I put it in the chat. Let me put it in the chat. They faced in Ruins of Alfpl, by the way. Cake 1-2-0, but they faced each other.
I mean, Cake is the better version of Suwin. They both play very reactive, and Cake has played way more RB1 than Suwin. So I'm not shocked by the result. It probably came down to some details, probably matchup, the Starmie usage. I think also Sul wins. When he tries to play offensive, he tends to use Restoros like you would use Lax, and that's probably cost some games as well. Cake is a little bit more patient with this type of stuff, and this is probably why she won. So I think high tier bucket 3, Cake, and low tier, low bucket 3 should win is something I dig, but Cake bucket 2, I don't know, maybe.
You can put a
I think she's
bucket 3 in
actually
your own
improved
list.
quite a lot. The thing is, to me, I think Ulti and Cake are very comparable. Like, to me, they're on the same level, honestly.
Gotta get some replay then.
GSG and Cake, very comparable, you think?
No.
I don't think so.
Ulti
no.
and Cake. Ulti and Cake, to me, are very comparable.
Who?
Ulti, Bastion, and Cake.
Nah,
I don't think Ulti is a lot better than Cake, and I don't think Cake is a lot better than Ulti. To me, they're the same. I faced both in the ladder tour, and I think they're both on equal level.
They have different.
I wouldn't really rank one higher than the other.
I think they have different strengths.
Opinion.
I think they have different strengths that leads to similar results. That I can agree with.
For sure. But like overall, on the level I would put them and rank them, it would be similar.
Yeah.
I would not say they have like the same play style, approach building the same way, no. But like overall, putting everything together, are they sort of on the same level right now? Yes.
Okay, I agree with that, but I'm gonna add that Ulti has a better learning curve. He's still strong, he's still into learning process, while I feel like Cake is a finished, polished player. Like, she reached her peak, if that makes sense. I don't see her fundamentally changing the way she plays, the way she approaches her way. And I think Ulti can do that and branch out in terms of strategy and such.
Because Toad
But
is asking in the chat.
I agree with you that they have similar results, similar performances for different reasons, but it leads to the same outcomes.
Because Toad is asking in the chat, yeah, Kaz is recording this in OBS, so
yeah,
probably we'll have a upload or something YouTube, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna upload on YouTube.
Does it.
But yeah, I didn't watch the replay.
I mean, my argument for Cake and Ulti, basically ranking them in the same bucket, is that, of course, results, but also they're both, to me, made the biggest improvement this year. RBYPL Cake is not what Cake is now. RBYPL Ulti is not the Ulti we see now. They're both so much better than half a year ago, in my honest opinion. In my honest opinion, both didn't really stand a chance in SPL in December. But now they do.
I mean, in hindsight, maybe they could have. But yeah.
Maybe in hindsight, they could have improved to that level. Maybe.
I mean,
but like, were they series options? No. Now they are.
I hear your arguments. So the question is, if you put tier Cake to bucket 2, what change are we making?
We should set this up really well, I think. I think this was a very hard
GSG
game.
or Narval, in my opinion. maybe river.
Yeah, like I mean, maybe it's harsh based on like one series, but I'm down to move GSG down and K up.
I think even GSG recognize that he's not at his best right now. He can do better. He knows that himself.
Yeah,
so.
it also feels like he was trying to mix up his style during SPL, and that's a very hard thing to do.
I feel like GSG in this phase of the RBY career where you've made your first step, you got some results, some big wins, and you need to not stay on top, I'd say. And this is a pretty difficult part. The easy there are gone. Now it's about staying up there, reinventing yourself, polishing yourself, and this is a period where the results don't show up. You lose to players you wouldn't expect to lose against. I think GSG is like negative all time versus Ogdion, that kind of stuff, and it can take a mountain toll. I think he can overcome, but yeah, not the best form for him right now. But he has potential to do much better. I think GSG also felt into this kind of, okay, I'm a good player. I'm gonna be a little bit more passive, and that's the least. That's the last thing you wanna do in RBY. Just sit there, let the game do its thing, take over control over
during
your fight.
SPL, I definitely like. It's been kind of nice to see how people like Laroxel, Septros play the game a little bit more conservatively, and how you can have success with that.
Yeah,
but it's hard
they
to
are the
pull
best.
off.
They are the best at it alongside Felix. They are the new Felixes. I don't think GSG has the same level of understanding of the PCs, the resources, who can take it, what are my resources in this situation. Yeah, nice T-Wave.
And to be honest, though, this chance is very low. I mean, I guess you hard switch Articuno here, yeah. And this was a pretty nice match, honestly.
Articuno beating Starmie, Cloister, Chansey? Damn. And cool.
You know,
I didn't even pay attention that you opened the replay already. Oops.
And yeah, I try to just have something running all the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
Kuno stocks going up.
Yep.
GG's.
But yeah, like this, when you didn't see it, but yeah, pretty unlucky game from Cake, but then yeah, made the right call to come back. What do you think? What do you say?
Is this Boomax? We don't know. Okay.
I mean, probably.
Most likely, yeah. Maybe April.
Yeah, I guess let's see the teams first.
Jinx Me Dawn versus Scar Egg
Just like Scar Egg Me.
Oh, it won.
Refi Q, no reflect user. Good.
Yeah, actually not a lot of moves revealed. Yeah,
okay.
Nice.
There was the boom.
Like, I think that's a great sign to see that from someone who doesn't play RBY much.
Yeah.
Want to go for that.
But yeah, overextended turret. I mean, it's
good recovery.
It's a mind game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I mean, his Starmie was about to completely just win the game, kind of, if he just kills the Starmie here.
Yeah, it's so big to kill Starmie early on. So.
Yeah. And this is a roll, right? So.
I don't get why he switch here. I think Psychic, even with the drop, never kills. Yeah, never.
It's probably a roll, right?
It's roll. It's a roll, I think.
I don't think. I think it's Psychic.
-1.
It's Psychic. Yeah, it's a Psychic max roll, so it never. Oh yeah, you need 2 max rolls.
I mean, it's possible to kill, but.
Yeah, not that likely.
Yeah, probably you just stay there like this.
I think he has to. He committed already. I know he's Restoros and I think he has second chances,
Maybe
but
Owen's gotten a bit too passive there, yeah.
Yeah, I think he didn't capitalize on the. He wasn't comfortable enough to play out the situation that arises after the
yeah,
Gengar boom.
it's not
Especially
easy
without
for sure.
Taurus one.
I
I mean,
this is
maybe he is rest Tauros, that's why he decided to keep it.
yeah, he's for sure
Maybe.
Restoros. I think he's Restoros. I think this is Rhydon. No, it's Garagme with Snorlax.
It was probably a boom, right? Maybe not.
Just rested. Yeah, this time he's back.
Interesting.
Psychic? No, okay.
I mean, you never know. You know, I don't know. Like sometimes people just don't have this stun spawn Eggy. But like surely you click it here, right? I mean, maybe you have a lot of respect towards the Snorlax. But I mean, if you stun spot this, you can keep your Chansey unparried, which also helps with the Snorlax a lot. So maybe reverting a bit towards comfort zones, like having a parrot Chansey and stuff. Crazy body slam. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was a good body slam. Like,
Really?
I mean, I guess this was.
I mean, maybe
too,
he also
but...
should have just stayed in EQ. I don't know.
I mean, I dig the risking taking a risk right on, because Sulwyn is not much of a fan of Zapdos, so your Rhydon is probably not your most important piece. But
yeah, and I guess he's not the type of player who would swallow the Garlic Zap type of Kool-Aid.
Yeah, this is too one for sure. Doesn't fit his style. Oh, this is a 4 KO by EQ body slam. That must have been high rolls.
EQ body slam.
Yeah, it's body slam, then EQ, then switch. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it is.
What do you mean?
Okay.
The Rhydon die to 2 Earthquake and 2 body slam.
Oh, okay.
From the Snorlax. I think this is very unlikely. Maybe I'm missing one body slam in the equation.
But like 2 Snorlax versus Rhydon. I think you definitely live. Yeah, this is actually unlikely, kinda.
Show the Snorlax PP. Okay, there might be. It might be 3 body slam.
Right? Body slam, EQ. Did 46. Here's another body slam. So
okay, now okay,
slams.
it's 3 body slam and 2 Earthquake. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've missed one cycle.
Oh. Yeah,
I feel like you know Kikes better than I do, honestly. But yeah, I mean, this Starmie is...
Nah, so win this game, right? Yeah, he wins. Clutch to win that speed title?
I think, yeah, he loses.
Damn. Yeah, the Lax is good. He's everything is paralyzed. The Lax is getting back in the game. Oh. I don't like this. Does he have something for this?
It's understandable. I think I like the recover, probably.
Does he have anything else for the 6% Taurus?
Eggy is at 48, right? So maybe if you surf it...
I think
still on psychic range.
I think he has to attack the Snorlax with Starmie, because Snorlax is his biggest problem right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the recover does more than the surf damage, though, to contain it.
Yeah,
I think the surf damage is that great there. Like even if the Snorlax is at 48, you probably have to deal with it with status and not more attacks.
Yeah, I guess it's a philosophy thing where you think you have to handle it more than you want to break it. That's fair enough.
What? How does he lose? I guess because he's about to get this turn wrong, or
maybe he misses. here.
Sleep miss?
I think the
What?
safest thing he can do here is psychic, right?
What? I guess.
So what happened? Okay, go back a couple turns.
Nice sex. Oh,
If he's just in this situation, it goes Chansey.
Is it Sing Chansey?
Sing Chansey? No. What?
It's both.
Why would that matter anyway?
So probably it's asleep.
What?
Like, you're never clicking
Get
Sing
him
with
click.
Chansey.
Why?
Oh,
But yeah, you just in my like I get that he doesn't like the situation he's in, but like I really
kind of
think you need to
fascinated
click a
here.
button right here.
But why
You
not?
need to just
Why not
you need to
boom?
just psychic.
Is he boomless? He could be boomless. I've seen him run
Nah,
rest
you
a
don't
lot.
boom. You don't boom. You don't boom. You don't like. I mean, you could
I
boom.
think you sleep powder
Why?
psychic.
Why not?
No, you psychic. What you don't sleep powder, bro. What?
Wait.
I mean,
let me see.
psychic. He doesn't have revenge kill. If he gets
you can
paraslam,
just-
die.
Oh wait, Stormy's
Fine,
paralyzed.
though.
Never
Stormy's
mind.
paralyzed. Yes,
Yeah, but they're both full HP.
I
Like
agree.
you throw away odds by doing this. Like you gotta click a button.
I'm just trying to feel. So you sacked Chelsea, but for what? What's your next move? Go Stormy?
It was just like it's a matter of saying, okay, I don't want to lose my executor, and I want to, Chansey is like, it's like clicking psychic to catch the Toro switch, but instead, you don't have to risk the Eggy.
I think he's boomless. That's why he switched. Because
Nah,
I feel like.
no way.
Then why you just don't boom the lax? Even if you boom Toros,
just
it's
explained.
chill.
Not necessarily chill.
It's not chill, but you just. What's the.
But yeah.
What information do we have on the lax?
Okay, the surf
Let's
is
go for
also
this.
kind of weird.
No,
Because-
I mean, he would
because-
set up the Eggy.
Okay.
Because if he's Restoros, I'm pretty sure Starmie plus Restoros and there's no lax. So you don't need Eggy that much.
I guess now he gets voice
If
less
he's
courage. Bridge. It's just how it goes.
Oh my god.
Nah, I think you're making a bit too, like, it's not that crazy in my opinion to do this. Like, I do think it's a
Can we
mistake.
go back to like, I don't know, turn
This is-
35 and just let it play?
This is a La Boom lax
Because
too.
that's
This
so
is
much
not
clicking,
Hyperion.
it's fairly hard to follow what happens.
Yeah, my bad.
Just boom. I'm pretty sure it's boomless.
Okay, that's a good sleep.
Nah, no
powder.
way, it's boomless.
Oh, okay.
Now it's just psychic again.
Okay.
Okay, if he's
All
booming,
of,
I
all
guess.
of, all of this is good.
Not
And-
no way
and-
he's boomless, but like,
And here he drops the ball. He did all the hard part. I mean the hard part. He got everything right.
again, you're making it a bit too crazy. Like,
No,
I think
I
it's
just,
not,
I
it's
just,
not
I
a
just
shit.
it's not bad,
It's
but
a shit thought to use your other pieces before using the Eggy.
nah, okay. Yeah, he sucks. The Chansey because he's dead.
by sacking stuff first, you
I
get
mean,
to
use
like
Dex Chin
get-
because it's probably not gonna beat lax, and maybe
you
it
play
can
out like
Hera.
situations or like Chansey and Starmie where it's like, okay, if you sack the Toros, I win. If you kill something with 20% legs, I win. I think it's reasonable.
Nah,
But I definitely think you sack the Toros here first, right?
I forgot the Tauros was sleeping. No, I understand this Chansey sack. I thought the Tauros was alive and playing the game, but he's sleeping. So
Yeah, this is
Sack-
also why I said
sacking,
earlier
sack-
I should sleep powder here, but like Tauros is already asleep and at like 8%
sacking
or so.
sacking Chansey makes perfect sense. So what happens after the Chansey sacks?
Do you go Starmie, I think?
I think you sack Toros here probably if you go for this line.
Not
Yeah.
having Chihuahua is
Now
is
Starmie
already
comes,
big.
click
Yeah, I mean
surf.
Starmie, but like the surf I think is weird. Like, don't you want to just T-wave first? To make
Nah,
sure it's Tauros
crits-
outspeeds?
Crit wins the game, so I did the surf.
I think by
Crits-
surfing you 100% force him to rest on you
Yeah,
while
he actually
being
played.
faster.
He actually played all that right. all of this is right.
I think, like again, I think you definitely go Toros before going Chansey.
I think, the thing is, this
Like, I don't know.
Chansey was not accomplishing anything against Snorlax, so I did keeping Tauros more than
I
Chansey.
think these serves are probably fine too.
Damn, he lost it on 2 crucial FP.
And
And
then,
no
yeah, right now
Power
he just
Slams.
crit.
Oh, crit.
Oh, and there's a crit.
And now also the full
But,
Tauros.
but that's the
and
thing, like,
would have
imagine
been
you had
visible
T-Wave there, and
something.
Tauros would at least outspeed.
That's the most cake finisher of all time. I'm sorry. Oh, she got everything she needed at the perfect moment. No, he actually played that right. I think I would
Yeah, the
have.
Blizzard was...
I think
Blizzard
I
was
would have done the same. You just
Like
went
again,
too fast.
I don't think anything he did was like crazy wrong. I do think it wasn't 100%
No, it was right.
accurate.
It was right. I think you're debating the Chansey versus Tauros sack. I think
Yeah,
you're
you go
rather.
Tauros here.
I think you rather keep the. I think his Tauros was rest. So that's why if he gets the T-Wave on Lax, the Tauros can...
Yeah, but okay, but if you're rest Tauros, then
just
I don't
T-Wave
know.
with
What
the Starmie.
does that change? Like, how is rest Tauros great here?
You T-Wave Lax, you handle 100% paralyzed Snorlax with both Tauros and Starmie. You PP stall Body Slam and you'll never lose the game. Besides crits, I guess.
Kate
Yeah,
sometimes
sure.
uses Ref Hyper Beam Snorlax on that team, so that can still lose.
She's not Ice Beam, and Solwith knows that
Hyper
because
Beam.
yeah, he's not Hyper Beam, and Kex knows that because the turn where Solwyn sacked the Chansey, this was 3 Hyper Beam and Kex didn't. It was Boomlax.
Okay.
100%. This turn, yes. The turn.
Okay, yeah. Now I get it.
The Solwyn hard Chansey on Body Slams, then Keck has a
But-
free kill with Hyper Beam
Wait.
before.
But if Solwind is rest Tauros, then this is still a misplay. Because if you have rest Tauros, then you recover here.
Yeah.
So yeah, whether he was rest Tauros or
there's
not,
probably
there is a slight inaccuracy here.
There's
But it doesn't matter that
probably...
much.
Wasn't Rest Tauros after all.
I think Clark was right in the sense that Starmie had to T-Wave the Lax first because
I mean,
it helps your paralyzed Tauros just regaining speed control, and also helps your Eggy from the Paraslam issue.
I do think that this whole series was better than the GSG versus Octeon series.
Yeah.
So I think our seeding, how it is right now, is like fine.
Yeah, there's
Between
more
those four, at
substance. I mean, a game between 2 reactive players is always gonna be deeper than player going aggro at each other. There's more subtleties. But I agree. I think Solwyn and Cake are slightly above Oak. And GSG is not in his best form right now, so that's that. What do we do with actual in buckets
Also,
ranking?
Another note on the T-Wave, sorry to interrupt. It's also good for Executor, by the way. Cake rid the Executor with Body Slam. If you pair it to Snorlax and it gets a Body Slam para, you're still faster. So 2 sidekicks win you the game.
Yeah, I mean it wouldn't have mattered because the Snorlax got the crit, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. I think you have to regain the speed advantages over the Snorlax. That's it. But
Okay.
very minor mistakes. Very minor mistakes, honestly, from Solwyn. I think he got a little bit robbed on this one. Not by much, but
I mean, well, I guess you guys weren't really watching the first one. I mean, yeah, he did get lucky in the first one, and then
Cake made a comeback.
did well getting back. I mean,
I think if
even the
Solwyn
comeback always needs some luck too.
if Solwyn fixed his approach on Tauros, he could do much better than he does. So I dig bucket 3. I think bucket 4 is a bit harsh,
But yeah,
especially considering he doesn't play RBY that much. So there's still potential, a lot. Anyways,
I don't think we can do
Are we-
much more,
are we-
honestly, right?
are we fine with Pizune top tier 2? Are we fine with the way things are right now? I will put
I mean-
Ulti much higher in bucket 2. Above Narwhal, probably above Aiza. Then it's up to debates between Clark.
Yeah, I mean, I guess there's a clear divide here where you're more optimistic on ulti and me and LNumbers are more optimistic on cake.
Yeah. I think it's a clash of style. Cake wins game based on opponent not being accurate, and Ulti wins and
Okay, I just want to
Not
say
sure.
stuff. I have reviewed my final series versus Ulti, and Ulti made a million misplays, in my opinion. I also made my fair share of misplays, I will say that. I saw that. But
that's the thing.
He should have won that series.
That's the thing. When someone like Ulti have the same result ish as Cake, by doing many more mistakes, it shows.
Come
It shows.
on, bro. Come on. Stop hating Cake so much.
I'm not hating. I'm saying that one player is at his peak and the other has way more gas left under the pedal. That's all. When someone has the same result by doing mistakes, you can expect much better from him.
So basically what you're suggesting is that Cake just takes Ulti's teams and let's go.
I think Cake needs to play more aggro. Right? She just sits there, gets 5 Limbermies in a row, and wins from there. You don't like to see that. You don't like to see that.
Okay, no to Cake, watch more.
That's mean, but I mean I've teamed with Cake many times in RBY PL, like 3 times.
Okay, but
I know her. I know his ways,
wasn't her best.
and I know
Like,
Cake is much better at ulti winning versus the 70% of the player base. But I think ulti has more potential against the big dogs.
Wait, where's the last RBYPL dog?
I mean, Cake played Ubers, by the way. She was on my team, but she did play what's it called?
Yeah, she played
Rising Stars.
So
I think
you only know
Rising
the old
Stars.
cake, Cass. You only know the old cake.
I'm gonna reverse the question. What do you like about Cake's way to play so much? What makes her?
She switches it up. She makes facing her awkward because she uses unconventional stuff. She uses aggro stuff.
Bro, she just
uses weird
she
stuff.
just stay with Army and throw around herself when she knows you're gonna double. That's it. Come on.
No, I mean, like, have you seen Serpi versus Cake in Ladder Tour? And like her crazy lag sets? Like, bro, you don't want to face that type of bullshit.
What was the lag set?
I don't know. I think it was like
Like amnesia.
Bolt Beam, and Ref. Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad, but it didn't work, unfortunately. with
No, it's
human
good. It's
spam.
good. It's good. It's good.
Amnesia
Like, you need to
reflects.
set it up right. You need to have it like.
I mean,
a
she
main
set it up
character
well.
and-
So, and then I think
Okay.
she's also been using, and
Don't
god, I think it was Reflect, Amnesia, Blizzard, Boom.
Don't let the flash fool you. Don't let the flash fool you. It's just one game. It's just one sequence.
Nah.
I mean,
I
I've
think it's
thought
like-
her a
it's
lot,
like-
and she's had many of
And
those games.
My point about that is I don't think Cake will ever bring this stuff, let's say, SPL, semi-final, final of an Invitational. She was just round 1 on the ladder tour.
Okay, but that's like people
Everyone.
who
Yeah, that's
reach
like...
those.
I mean, if you look at
places
Step
are
Throws
bucket
and what
ones.
he uses in SPL, like, come on, bro. He also uses safe stuff. And it works.
Yeah. Nah, fair point.
I mean, of course, there's always like bias and like
Yeah, there always
there's like
gonna be
waves of
bias when it's close.
optimism and stuff. But yeah, it's just like sometimes you have like players where you like watch them and you're like, okay, some mistakes left and right, and you scout them for some tournament match and you're like, okay, there's like clear stuff you can abuse. Then later on, you do the same thing for the same player and it's like not the same, and it's like, okay, you know, where's the weaknesses at? Like it's not really there to the same extent anymore.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I mean,
in terms of
one thing
cakes, I agree with you. I think her games doesn't have big mistakes. It's the whole approach, I'm gonna prioritize healing before making breaks, before taking KO, before putting myself in advantageous positions, before being a problem to my opponent. The approach is very passive, very conservative, and I think this is why I think she complains a lot about RNG. It's because when you're expected to heal, to sustain, and you get crit, paralyzed, and stuff, yeah, it's gonna happen. Again,
But,
the limber me thing.
I mean, that's not really what I saw in those replays where
yeah, I don't think I saw her
Especially
complain
in
a
the
lot.
first
The
game.
thing is,
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we would have to scout a lot more replays to really come to a conclusion there. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Hardly feasible.
I've watched a fair bit of Cake. I feel like
Who knows? Maybe you're right and we're wrong, right?
I agree though. She had this moment, like the best example I could give is you have a Chansey, she have a Surf Starmie, the double is fucking obvious. You're going Chansey on the Surf and she just scored it on your legs, on your Taurus double. But it's...
I mean, that's like crazy. How do you look at that and you're like, oh, it's fucking obvious. Like surely if like Troller makes the same move, you're like, oh shit, this guy's the GOAT. Like
No, the thing is, I don't think she needs to make that move. It's very similar to La Roxil in a sense that when they go out of the reactive comfort zone, they take risk when they don't really need to. Kind of gotcha moments. I don't know how to explain it. Language barrier.
Like you always need to go for stuff, and like unless it's like completely won almost. But, like it's RBY, right? It's resource trading. Like
I agree, but
you need to get your opponent somehow.
The thing is, the Surf might be good. It's not game winning in a lot of cases, but if the Starmie gets paralyzed, the situation's completely flips. So it's but she just knows sometimes that you're gonna do the safe move, the obvious move, and that kind of stuff. She uses for the most part she uses good teams. So
I mean, the thing is, like, I think we've talked enough about Cake.
yeah,
We're all gonna submit our rankings individually anyway, so maybe there's still some people we'd like, to have more of a discussion on. Because right now we're basically just like handpicking like mixed plays of single player. But like Cake's still like Bucket 2. Take somebody else from like Bucket 2. Take ISO Normal. I've seen their World Cup games. There were also their fair share of mistakes. Like ISO going 0-3 in pools wasn't just entirely bad luck, in my opinion. So, there's always stuff everyone can improve on, and we all have like our mistakes, but I think it's just not fair to just talk that much about Kate. Because,
I think both Aiza and Narwhal are fine in tier 2 for different reasons.
They're definitely fine in tier 2.
Narwhal is for consistency's sake. He's using kind of retro strategies, like you don't see him often without his trusty Reflect Hyperbeam Snorlax, and granted it's a good set as long as you don't face Gengar or Rhydon. But if there's someone in Bucket 2 that I trust to beat most of Bucket 3, Bucket 4, 8 times out of 10, it's probably Narwhal. More than anyone else. But if there's a guy I don't really expect to make the upset on the Bucket 1, it's probably Narwhal as well. Funnily enough. Very consistent, struggle to reach that last step. That's how I see it. Maybe I'm missing something. And Aiza, actually the opposite. Isaac would make upset against big name.
Yeah,
Very,
and then,
very good
yeah.
at writing positive situation, but at the same time kind of sloppy at time, converting it like. But as World Cup showed us, yeah, sometimes also because I think he had a very tough pool in RBY Cup, right? It was Isa, Roses, and it wasn't the easiest pool too. So the all threes, I would put between RNG and the fact that the pool was tough, I wouldn't put too much emphasis on that. But
I think. I mean, realistically, like, what can we do about ranking? Like,
I
maybe
think-
we can.
I think Bucket
maybe
2 is fine as
something
it
we
is.
could look at is like River versus Sea-Town, but I don't know.
River versus
Or-
Sea-Town,
True.
Spice Sea-Town. Yeah. The thing
Or
is,
like
I think
Bucket 4, like Blazing Dark and then Dragon.
I think River is a slightly better Sea-Town right now. Mainly because Sea-Town is a married guy, he works a full-time job, he doesn't put much time into RBY,
He's a child.
while River, I think, is still in his teens, probably has more free time, he's probably more hungry for wins, hungry for win, minor details, but I would give the slight edge to River. And what I like about River is she has the Nicole foundations, but she puts a very, very aggressive style on top of it, and I think it's pretty entertaining to watch and pretty prone to make upsets. But yeah, there's probably mistakes in River's game, but so does Sea-Town. So
Yeah.
I think River is a bucket 2 for sure. You could argue low bucket, like the lowest seed of the. You could put Cake above River. I wouldn't be shocked. Actually, you can make the change if you want.
I mean, if the ordering mattered, I
Yeah.
would probably do
I
that.
don't
but
think it matters.
I
Yeah,
probably have
it
to look at
doesn't.
replays
Buckets,
myself of River, but I'm not sure if we can do that right now.
Yeah, it's gonna take
Yeah, I don't know.
a while.
Yeah, I
So
get it.
bucket three. I'm still sorry, Tarwold. I'm still.
I mean, who would
So-
you move up
Um,
now? Like, Unknown Dragon,
I mean,
Blazing Door?
knowledge wise, Tarwold fucking clears, but he's playing for fun. And actually,
Okay, so
that's probably why you
Who do
enjoy
you
it so
think?
much.
Who do you think is a more serious pick then for Bucket 3? Like, who would you personally spot there?
I mean, I'm
Depends.
also not sure if like he's gonna play for fun is like a valid reason to change the seeding. I mean, maybe it is. It's like debatable.
I mean, what were Tarwold's like recent results? Like, how did he do in World Cup? Because he didn't really have any crazy results before.
I think he's
I mean,
stomped.
same for like the other people too in Bucket 4, but like,
I think he stomped in World Cup. I think he went 3-0 in his pools. Damn.
gotta show that series.
But he won against me.
I think he has a crazy record. I think he went 3-0
I
in
went
pools.
3-0 in pools. Not really any
Okay, so he had a
names,
good
but yeah.
record. So
And then
probably
quarters is like the last one. I feel like he
So-
must have lost in quarters. I feel like
Yeah.
I would know if he would have went 5-0.
Or he was subbed out.
Nah, he won. What the fuck? He went
5-0.
5-0.
He's just 5-0.
Not that.
He's just 5-0. Well, here's my point. Here's my argument going down the drain.
Fuck.
Ah.
Yeah.
We
did
all
he-
didn't
I-
know
I-
because nobody bought a shot.
I think he played Winter, right? You know what? You know what?
In quarters?
I'm realizing. No, in Winter seasonal. Did he play?
Ah, okay.
I'm not sure. Like,
You know what?
Can
I'm
look at
realizing I might have an outdated take on Tarvel because he's
He
using
only played
standard
ladder
stuff more and more.
Better
He also
to-
played ladder too, yeah. You know what?
Yeah.
Bucket
I mean, it
Vault,
seems fine.
fine.
Oh,
Bucket
back into the
Vault,
Kaiser
fine, fine, fine. I think I'm a little bit outdated. When he wants to win, he brings the standard, and he's getting better and better with the more standard stuff. Basically, I remember like years ago I was saying the moment Vault learns how to Taurus, it's gonna be menacing, and I think he's probably in this phase right now, learning how to Taurus more, because before he didn't use Taurus, so he couldn't learn. But, yeah.
So, would you guys do 9779 or keep it at 8888? Because we did consider that.
We got it, right? Oh, okay.
Yeah, if we...
I mean, I think officially we're at
No,
8888, right?
I think I like the 888 because try to pick one bucket
clean.
two. Try to keep one bucket 2 player and put it in bucket 1, and not one and not the other. Now I think I like the funnily enough, I'm more inclined to do 7997, but at the same time, it's gonna be really harsh for either Amaranth and Marco. And realistically speaking, based on history, they both deserve bucket 1. Even if current form, blah blah blah, yada yada, they probably deserve bucket 1 based on what they accomplished in the game. I think,
like the bosses said, we have 8 players in each bucket, and
yeah, and it's cleaner that way.
Yeah, it's cleaner. Yeah, for sure.
By the way, in the chat, Soda asked what we think of berries, spoiled berries. I mean, it's not relevant for our seeding because we can't change the seeding, but yeah.
The mini rivers are all gonna be threats. I call them the mini rivers, the OCE zoomers, because they have that dog in them. They can win any series if things go their way. Yeah,
I mean, spoiled berries kind of surprised me. Their play-ins, like, I'll be honest, if I talked to Kate before, like, matchups were out and stuff, and I was, like, talking to her, like, what do you think, like, what are, like, the 3 players you think most likely will make it? And we both said Crystal. So I thought Crystal would definitely win her bracket, and look where we are. Spoiled berries won her series versus Crystal, and won the entire thing. So, I was definitely impressed by the performance, so I'm excited to see, like, what they're about to do in their first game. They can definitely do an upset.
Yeah, I mean, it seems
Definiert
to
as the style for an upset.
The play in people with bucket 1 after they survive the gauntlet. But hey, I guess ideally, if you're in play-ins, you just see it as like just an opportunity to get in games, and then hopefully you're happy with getting a strong opponent. But yeah, you can also have the perspective that it's like kind of tough.
I mean, it depends also, like, once you reach a certain level, you're always going to be a threat. Like, if RNG is on your side, you can just win. You know, so you gotta use what actually makes you dangerous.
The more I look at this season, the more it looks fine. I don't see...
it seems okay.
Like, I don't see...
Every one of us can, like, shift things around still. Watch some
I
more
don't
replays tomorrow,
I don't think I'm gonna do... Personally, I don't think I'm gonna shift between buckets. I might rank in between each bucket to fit my view, but I think the buckets I'm not gonna change. I like the way it looks. It's coherent. I haven't seen much of M-Dragon recently. I like the way he plays. He's more aggressive in RBY than other generation from what I've seen. And I do like that. I do like that. I wonder who's better between M-Dragon and Soulwind, because very different playstyle, very different kind of player, non-RBY man that comes here and there.
Yeah, I think for both of them there's like reason to believe that they're gonna do well again. Like, they're both not really players where you're like worried that they won't be able to adapt to the
man is for this guy, which is different sprites, same concept.
Like, I can see both of these doing well versus an aggressive zoomer opponent. Like, I think many old school guys coming back would get shredded, but I think they both. Yeah, I think especially M-Dragon, like style-wise, I think he is open to stuff like that anyway. Kind of, you know, the Articuno enjoyer. And then Soulwind, yeah, seemed pretty solid. Maybe will be a little bit susceptible to what do you say?
Susceptible,
something like that. To RBY specific interactions and like getting rolled by some specific structures and chanceless bullshit or something. But yeah, he seemed solid enough in that series that we watched.
I think
the reps in.
I think whoever only plays RB1 main is gonna have to face Dragon run-wise, maybe up for some tough awakenings because you don't play Dragon like you play an RBY main. I feel like he has a very different approach, view on the turns, etc.
Yeah, it's always great to see plays like that in the Invitational or in RBY in general. A big reality check, like ABR playing RBY was really great for the game and for the community. And yeah, like M-Dragon Soulwind literally like one of the greatest. Like probably my favorite player, honestly.
McMegan and Dragon are always interesting to watch when they play because they bring something new to the table, something to make us gallop Rapidash. Yeah, but yeah, funny sprite, funny man, haha. But just the approach, just the logic behind the decision making is refreshing to see. Like, okay, it doesn't have to be so theoretical, so perfect. Sometimes it's about winning one game, not always being fine. It's about being good to very good one time.
Out of all the bucket 3 people, I think M-Dragon is the most dangerous because the ceiling is high.
Yeah. And he's not afraid to, as Serpi said, like he can run Chansey less, maybe he's gonna run some Lax less. He's not afraid to break traditional convention on the RBY, which is kind of unusual for old RBY. They learned like you would never see Marco without these chances, no likes, that type of stuff. For instance, because he learned the game this way, and if he drops those pieces, then this is not the same game for him anymore. And Dragon kind of defies that. He can play more stuff. Again, do you rather see someone? I mean, for the spectator, it's better to see diversity, but in terms of result, again, it's better to have mastered one or two strategy instead of tried a lot of things but didn't master anything really. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain threshold that you gotta reach before you even need to consider that, people might counter team me or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, first of all, you need to give them a reason to even counter team you.
And
maybe a weird way to look at it, but
someone can have theories about, I'm gonna counter team in this way or that way, and you change one specific tweak, one moveset, one villain you're gonna take, and all of a sudden the counter teaming falls apart. Like, you boom, let's say they over rely on Chansey to handle Starmie. You boom the Chansey, oh shit, no, their perfect counter team is dismantled by Starmie plus whatever. It's counter teaming it's a thing, but you need to back it up with actual knowledge. It's not so easy to counter team in RBY. Because
and in RBY also, like, counter teaming is always just a tool to make it a little bit easier for you in some of the games. Like, it doesn't do that much, even when you do it well, honestly.
I agree.
I mean, it depends. Sometimes there's a crazy angle, but nowadays it's very rare for that.
For me, having the matchup in RBY is an RNG-proof thing. If you have the matchup, you can afford some bad turn. If you don't have the matchup, if bad things happen, or if you just don't have balls at the right time, you're probably gonna lose. That's how it is. Matchup is important, but it's not what wins or lose games. It just helps. That makes sense.
Yeah, you always got to be ready to make the plays or play super accurately with whatever you're using.
If your matchup give you 1 or 2 extra turns you wouldn't have if you didn't have the matchup, all of a sudden that paralysis is not gonna be felt. And if you don't have the matchup, that paralysis is gonna be extremely felt. That's pretty much what it boils down to, for me at least. Anyway, guys, France is playing. I think I'm gonna see the games. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for the cast. I think we did a pretty good, okay job. Not pretty good, but an okay job.
There's some stuff I want to look at on my own, but yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. We can watch stuff on your own. Submit no one list, but I like it the way it is right now.
Maybe last fun question. What are some hype matchups? If that was like the official seeding, what were some matchups you would like to see, like Bucket 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3? Like, what would be like for you, like an ideal highlight matchup?
I think Marco ASG versus Emma is interesting. Boomer's Way versus Quantum Prep is fundamental. Versus Emma. Fundamental versus Tryhard Prep, Theories, and Quantum Scout. What's more important kind of stuff? Can you win only on Fundamental, or is Prep that big of a deal? I think this one is interesting for this reason. I think BD versus Serpi is always an interesting one.
Yeah, I think for the community mainstays in Bucket 2, it's nice to send them a reality check with like M-Dragon, Nails, or Soulwind. See if they can do well.
I feel like we disrespected Nails so much, but he hasn't proved us wrong in Invitational at least. If it would have been SPL Nails, crazy disrespect. Invite Nails, prove us wrong, Nails. Please do. But yeah, I think actually Soulwind wouldn't be a reality check because he's pretty active right now in RBY for some reason.
He is.
Hype matchup between Bucket 2, Bucket 3. Or I think it's is it a cup final? No, it was a retweaking, but like some Pizune versus Soulwind, Crazy Aggro versus Aram. It could be fun.
Pizune versus Soulwind would be crazy.
That would be an interesting one. What else? Seaton versus River. Just
my god.
Just Panta doubles everywhere.
River doesn't like that, by the way, because anytime River faces C-Town, she gets unlucky. So she doesn't like facing C-Town.
I mean, yeah, because the players like River, they want the logical one, the solid one.
Just outplay.
Yeah, they want where the double is gonna hit. But if they double as well, all of a sudden, Spice versus M-Drag, it could be interesting.
Yeah, 2 old guys facing each other.
Tarvol versus Aiza. Zero Nonsense versus... I could bring all the nonsense you could think of. What else?
We have like 10 hype matchups. You love RBY, I guess.
Yeah, I think...
one game, one match I would love to see. Luroxu versus Larry. Holy.
That's a good one, actually, yeah. That's
Luroxu
a good one.
Versus Larry, like rematch from last time.
Did they already play?
Yeah, Larry won. But he used some interesting stuff, let's say.
He's gonna do that again, so...
The thing I'm afraid in a potential Araxil versus Larry is like... if Larry overcommits too early, Laroxil is just gonna not let it go. It might take 200 turns for him to get the win, but you will know by turn, I don't know, 30, 40 that the game is probably already over. Laroxil is just not gonna fuck it up for no reasons, but yeah. I mean, as long as there's a Taurus, there's a way, but maybe Larry doesn't even bring Taurus, who knows?
That's true. I mean, B versus Oak Dawn would be cool. Like to see that.
For what reason?
Simply because you mentioned Oak Dawn was really motivated. B has been pretty active in SPL and stuff, but has sort of been slowing down, in my opinion, ever since. So it would be interesting to see how that game would play out, because on the one hand you got Oak Dawn, who cares a lot, puts in the effort, and B, where you're kind of not sure, like, is he still gonna be that hungry as he was last year because he wanted that SPL spot, or now that he's had like one good season, he's like ready to just settle down, and maybe this is what's gonna lead to worse results.
Can you tell me?
That would be an interesting one.
Can you tell me one player that haven't slowed down after his first SPL success?
Serpi.
Except Serpi. I feel like everyone has been there. The players that don't slow down after their first good SPL are the ones that had a bad SPL before. But
I think even then, like, my second SPL was also kind of disappointing, at least to me back then.
I think your first SPL is actually your worst one as well, so it's kind of different.
I mean,
but
both of your first SPLs were 5-4, man, so...
Okay.
Yeah, but still. Like, look, even for me, you could say that.
You want the 7 wins.
You expect more. I think everyone think like 6-3 is the beginning of good. But yeah, everyone that has first SPL 6-3 or better, they probably didn't. They probably had a let go after, like, oh, that's it, I'm at the top, no, I don't need to put effort in. I've been there. I've took a break after I played like a French tournament after my first SPL, and it went horribly wrong. Bad RNG.
When was your first SPL, by the way? Like, since when are you around? I have no idea.
I think my first in 2019. Yes.
Holy, that's a long time ago.
But then I took a break after when COVID arrived. I stopped playing rounds, and I came back late 2002, 2003. I don't remember.
2003, 23 years ago.
It's gonna be 10 years. Holy shit. But yeah. I took a big break, 2 or 3 years break. When Shuva, Serpi, you, Felix, when you guys started, I wasn't active. I remember.
Yeah, and then you came up with the Chancellor stuff.
I mean,
but then
was crossed.
Break, and when I came back, it was all Chancellors and Cloydon and
not Cloydon. I think it was in Invitational. Cloyster was like 4th in my usage. Like it was Toro, Snorlax, Eggy, Cloyster. And Cloyster only, and Eggy only overtook Cloyster because of the last 2 rounds. But I mean, at the time when I saw the metagame, it wasn't like super deep tough. It was just, I was looking at team people were using and the sets, the moveset, because this is how we prepped back pre-COVID. Like, we really looked into normal moveset, and I've seen all the mono ice beam, Chansey, and the reflex now, like, and I was like, the star leads as well. And I was like, oh, Cloyster is not fucking menacing into this guy. And honestly, it was also like a shortcut to play offense. You couldn't do that today. I don't think so. People are too prepared for that.
I think in general, at first, in that meta, like, spamming Cloyster was just the key to making Chancellors practical.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, when I feel like I was at a stage for like 1 day or 2 where I was like, oh shit, you can like run this Gar, Egg, Persian. What was the last? I don't know.
Direct Persian, Snorlax, Tauros, Starmie?
Starmie's
Not sure if I had I think I had Alakazam at that point. So Gar, Egg, Zam, Persian. And I was like for a little bit like, oh shit, this works. Like you can do this. It has great matchups with Rhydon. But then if you put Cloyster over Persian, it like improves a lot again, and then suddenly it's actually a super dangerous team.
And then it's Poison.
I think I've stopped using Persian the moment I realized full attack Starmie is just a better Persian in almost every way, except for the fact that Chansey can switch in a little bit more easily.
I mean for me it's Cloyster who is a better Persian, because like being able to pressure Chansey is not really something you could gloss over back then, at least. Like it's a huge point to like have a whole team that can actually hurt Chansey and that doesn't care for it.
One could argue that Cloyster keeps the position against Chansey better than Persian, because Persian hates Chansey that is not in range. Persian hates T-Wave.
And especially also Unpara Chansey is a huge problem, whereas Cloyster can solve it.
Yeah, and Cloyster is way less dependent on the Chansey states than Persian is. That's true. That's very true. And it's also way more flexible. If you use that slot to remove the back Starmie, Cloyster does it way more cleanly thanks to Boom or Freeze than Persian that have to dig a shitty one.
Body's on error and then crit again.
And another big thing for me is that with Persian, your Persian is never gonna really help you to completely control the game and take it home. Like Persian is always gonna be that guy who needs to get in there and gets like a 1-for-1 trade.
Yeah.
Whereas like Cloyster, there are many situations where Cloyster just like wins you the game because you've set it up.
Yeah.
Or because it like helps you in the defense.
And like Cloyster beats Tauros 1-on-1. Persian really struggles to do. Persian always trade hits with Snorlax. Cloyster can just clamp it down and keep his health for whatever you have.
Yeah.
But it's also Precious Executor and Rhydon better.
There's a reason I'm probably higher on Kangaskhan than Persian right now. Despite Persian whispering Tauros, but at this point it's the only thing it seems to have. I feel like even Alakazam is probably... If you really want something threatening to Chansey and whatnot, and that also it's Pitos, I think even Alakazam is probably better than Persian.
Yeah, Alakazam is kind of interesting right now, just because a lot of Snorlaxes aren't gonna be around. A lot of people kind of depend on Snorlax getting boomed away, and then Zam is just almost unconditionally a great mon once Snorlax is gone. It's just gonna do well.
That's the thing. People are like, oh, Alakazam lead is still the best way to use Zam. And to that, I agree less and less, because the more wore down physicals are, the better Zam becomes. Both offensively and defensively. It's just the... Not the offensive Chansey, but kinda. It's a Chansey that can take skills and whiz fast. The drawback is, of course, 16 Psychic, but again, the later the game is, the less you're gonna need Psychic to do stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the big question is always like, am I really gonna build a team where Zam is the star of the team, pretty much?
I don't think you build about it being the star of the team. I think there's definitely scenarios where you play for Alakazam is gonna be the star of the late game, but if things don't go that well, I have this kind of anchor, mid-game glue. Maybe he's just gonna take a T-Wave and a Psychic of Lax. 2 T-Wave and a Psychic of Lax. And honestly, for some team, it's okay-ish. If you can ride the initiative from there.
Yeah, I think if you can put a team together that has a Zam in the back, that works, I think that can be great. Like on Team Germany, we had a few, like we had just Miek Loisam mainly, I guess, which is like a team that clicks.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, I guess in general, it's just nice to be able to pass teams that aren't really gonna be stuck in situations. Like nowadays, people are aware that they can try and wall the opposing legs and, you know, have some, maybe it's just a Gengar or a counter, or maybe it's even like this Porygon stuff that Pisone brought. But yeah, stuff like that, like Alakazam is always great with teams like that.
I still remember the Porygon stuff. Why didn't I told him to, when you get the low body slam roll, just T-Wave, bro, otherwise you get caught. Whatever. What is done is done. Yeah. When I saw the situation, I was like, he's gonna go for it. He feels like he's gonna go for it. And that's the thing. That was his idea, by the way. He wanted to bring Porygon. Like we discussed some stuff that maybe you shouldn't go that aggro as usual, because if you go too aggro and overextend, Serpi is just gonna milk from there. Maybe you want to be Serpi be the one that takes the initiative and you punish the mistake from there. But he didn't ended up so well. But yeah, I think if he took you got 2 low roll body slam, and I think if he took his chance and T-waved here, I think the game would have been different. But he didn't. I mean, you don't learn to play Porygon one game, so there's that. But the idea was good. I think his idea was good. We just didn't. We just didn't polish the line too well. Especially the Porygon versus Lax sequence, because he assumed that Lax will always switch in front of Porygon, but no, actually, as the Snorlax user, even Reflect EQ Lax, I think if you time your EQ and Body Slam well, you can actually stall the recover, because you have 40 offensive PP against 32 recover. So
yeah, but to be fair, a Slam EQ Lax, like barely any PP left, isn't gonna do much anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, what I liked about it was that, I mean, having this Porygon enables a free switching playstyle with Chansey, right? And that's something that can really win games right now.
Yeah.
Which is, again, kind of in part because Zam is a bit underrepresented, but also other things.
I think it was in 2023 or 2024, I had some Chansey-less Alakazam Porygon offense. Never really brought them to tournament, but I think I had a phase where I did a lot of stuff with Bagzam plus Porygon, where the issue for Alakazam is kind of LT Snorlax, so I'm gonna use Porygon to blanket that without much momentum loss. And Porygon was like something stupid like T-Wave, Agility, Sharpen, Hyper Beam. And I was like, yeah, sure, Gengar, but no, I have my...
I don't know about all that. It doesn't sound that practical.
That may have been pushing too far, but I quite like the set because it can become a breaker. The issue is good versus bad strategy. Like, not bad strategy, but passive strategy. Like, if there's a normal resist, your Porygon is probably never gonna go offensive. It's basically the opposite of Ice Beam Porygon. Ice Beam Porygon is good versus the Zapdos, the less bulky stuff, because it's more threatening, and the Hyper Beam, the Mono Hyper Beam variant is better versus Triple Psychic Cluster, that when there's no normal resist / Zapdos, stuff that don't really out of anything.
But yeah, I think let's probably just wrap it up.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, let you enjoy the France game.
Thank you. Anyway, see ya guys. Thanks for the call. I'm gonna upload the vote on my channel and link into the Invitational channel.
All right.
Anyway, bye bye. See ya later.
Bye bye.
Okay, bye.